No niin. Tervetuloa vaan liveen kaikki. Se oli Taktinen live-podcasti tänään. Tactical kanava, tervetuloa. Pikkusen ajoissa tässä aloitteli, mutta ihan syystä, koska tässä on vähän syöminen kesken vielä. Eli tää lähti vähän tälleen tää päivä. Tervetuloa mukaan liveen. Katsotaan mitä tänään on tulossa ja siinähän näkyykin jo valmiiksi mitä on tulossa. 6 minuuttia show alkaa ja tänään katsotaankin Xboxin showcase, koska tässä näkyy pelit mitä täällä esitellään. Tässä on tosi monta peliä mitkä on varmasti kanavakatsojille niin kuin mielenkiintoisia. Mä oon näitä tietysti etukäteen jo ilmoitellut mitä pelejä tulee kanavalle ja tässä on esimerkkiä nyt Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 showcase tulee tänään. Ja sitten tulee myös DayZ showcase. Itse asiassa DayZ tulee ennen Modern Warfare 4, mikäli se menee tossa järjestyksessä, mitä tossa lukee. Siellä on Deadnet peli ensimmäisenä. Aika mielenkiintoinen. Sieltä löytyy Planet Zoo 2. Ja sitten omana suosikkina näistä uusista julkaisusta niin saattaa hyvinkin olla tuo Dune Awakening avoimen maailman co-op multiplayer roolipeli. Siitä on aika vähän mun kanavalla ollut, mutta se tulee olemaan ja DayZ tietysti. Se tulee olemaan DayZ Badlands mun kanavalla pelinä ja se on varmasti nyt sit mä olettaisin että tänään tulee nyt sitten ilmoituksia, että milloin julkaistaan Badlands. Mä odotan sitä, että miten käy. Tervetuloa liveen vaan. Ja tänään mennään ilman kameraa tässä. Toivottavasti ei haittaa. Näettepähän paremmin ainakin kaiken mitä löytyy. Ja siellä on vähän ilmoituksia K18. Mä merkkasin tämän lähetyksen K18. Se johtuu ihan siitä, että sisältö on vähän monenlaista. Niin. Oiskohan tuolla muita pelejä nyt sitten? Tuolla on Militioner, mulla ei mitään tietoa mikä se on. Mulla on tossa muutama traileri valmiina, sitten voidaan katsoa välillä eiliseltä päivältä mitä julkaistiin. Meillä olisi tässä kyllä vielä vähän aikaa, mutta jätetään tuohon johonkin väliin, kun tulee semmonen peli mikä ei niin ehkä kanavalle välttämättä kuulu, niin laitetaan siinä sitten muutama traileri pyöriin eiliseltä päivältä tosiaan. Ja mä jätin ihan tarkoituksella eilisen väliin, koska siellä on niin vähän pelejä, mitkä menee taktisiin ampumapeleihin tai Millsin tyyppisiin peleihin tai yleensäkin shootereihin tai sitten survival-peleihin, mitä mulla on kanavalla. Ja tää on tosiaan Xbox Showcase, ei kannata säikähtää, nimittäin nämä kaikki pelit lähes julkaistaan myös sitten PC:lle ja PlayStation 5. Eli siitä syystä näkyy nyt tää Xboxin Showcase, mikäli joku ihmettelee. Tervetuloa liveen, mitä porukalle kuuluu, moikku moi! Aloitin pikkusen etukäteen. Jos katsotte myöhemmin, niin hei pistäkää peukkua video jos tykkäätte tai tähän liveen. Tilatkaa kanava ihmeessä. Olisi ihan mahtavaa saadaan lisää kanavatilaajia ja tehdään vähän isommin juttuja. Live-streamejä tulee kyllä pelaamista kohta tosi paljon. Esimerkiksi tossa 15. päivä ensi kuuta, joka on muutaman viikon päästä, niin aletaan pelaa Active Matter-peliä kanavalla, se tulee mun lisäksi peliksi. Ja siitä tulee vielä paljon infoa, että jatkossa mä teen ehkä jonkun koosteen niin kaikista trailereista, mitä löytyy ja tällaista. Joo, tervetuloa liveen! Ei tosiaan kannata ihmetellä, vaikka tuossa lukee Xbox Showcase, koska nämä pelit...
This is the audio description stream. The skyline of Cologne is silhouetted against a bright green light.
Mitä
Text,
ihmettä?
Xbox at Gamescom broadcast 2026. Stream starts in 45 seconds.
Joo. 40 sekkaa alkaa striimiä. Tosiaan tuolla on pelejä nyt sitten, mitä tulee kanavalle DayZ, Modern Warfare 4. Voi olla muutama muukin. Tuolla Dune Awakening aika mielenkiintoinen. Deadnetti, katsotaan vähän mitä se on. Mut tänään mennään ilman kameraa. Tervetuloa liveen ja saa kommentoida ihan vapaasti mitä haluaa. Mä yritän vastailla. Tästä voi tulla aika pitkä ilta tänään. Toivottavasti ootte levännyt hyvin, niin jaksatte katsoa. Tsekataan tuo meidän chatti vielä, että se toimii. Kyllä toimii. Tervetuloa kanavalle.
ratings flash.
No niin, let's go.
Canada, mature 17 plus. Peggy, 18.
Lähdetään kattoo mitä on tulossa. Olipas
Various other
varoituksia.
ratings. Read 18 plus or 16. Xbox. A disc slides into a console tower. Digital license unlocked.
Xbox-mainosta
Images are
tietysti tässä nyt
projected onto
sit
the
tulee,
tower.
mutta
Your discs, now
ei
also
siitä kannata
digital.
välittää.
Bring the
Tää on
benefits of
nimenomaan
digital to your
Xbox
physical
Showcase sen
Xbox
takia,
Series
koska
X and
tuolla oli
Xbox
hyviä
One
pelejä,
discs. Xbox.
mitkä julkaistaan nyt sitten
Presented by Glowmade.
samalla PS5 ja
Enter
PC:lle ne
Wayward
pelit
Soul.
ainakin, mitä tässä katsellaan tänään.
The well grants your every desire.
Elikkä mun kanavalla
Eternal
tulee
riches
co-op-pelejä
are yours.
enimmäkseen. Multiplayer, avoin maailma,
If you
Milsim
can keep
tyyppisiä
them.
taktisia ampumapelejä
A
ja
warrior
muitakin
wages
ehkä
battle
vähän
inside a
ampumapelejä
castle.
on niistä aina käynyt jo.
He runs across a
sitten pelaa Pleikka
catwalk,
vitosella,
leaping past laser traps.
mutta me tietysti
Text,
etsitään
shape
mielellä
your destiny.
crossplay-pelejä. Se on aina mahtavaa. Mulla on tossa muutama
Pieces
video
come
sitten
together
tuohon
in an
väliin.
overhead grid,
Voidaan katsoa, kun tulee jotain semmoista, mikä ei
aligning
kiinnosta
like a
ihmisiä,
puzzle.
joka ei ehkä mun kanavalle ihan
Coins fall
ihan
from the
sovi. Niin
sky.
heitetään siihen väliin sitten pari traileria. Mulla on valmiina eiliseltä
Text, your head,
muutama tosi
anointed.
makea juttu, jotka varmasti on sitten noita. Kato
Warrior
Jouni,
passes through
maissin kasvattaja.
many
Terve.
obstacles,
Moi moi.
spinning spiky discs,
Ei oo maissia vielä, mutta
swirling fire
aika lailla
in a boss
kaikkea
match.
muuta. Maissia ei oo.
Lasers
Pitäis
and
varmaan laittaa.
explosions.
Se ei tai
Text,
kasvaa
greed,
täällä
will,
Suomen maassa, mä en tiedä.
consume.
Jos siellä on joku maissiviljelijä taustalla, niin
Rogue
pistäkää
Fortune coming
kommenttia.
2027 to Series
Pystyykö
XS
Suomessa
PC.
viljelemään
Back,
maissia?
day 2 of the Xbox at Gamescom broadcast. I'm Charlie, that's
Joo, tää on
Henry,
tosiaan
and we had a jam-packed
Xboxin
show
showcase,
yesterday,
mutta
and
täällä on
we've got even
pelit,
more in
mitä
store
katsotaan
today.
tänään.
So we started off yesterday with announcing
Suurin
the
osa on
pre-order details for
crossplay.
the Xbox 25th
Tai
anniversary
julkaistaan siis
collection,
kaikille alusta.
including that gorgeous
Niin sen takia.
X25 limited edition console, which, in case
Aika
you missed
nätti
it,
on
at this
Xboxi
very
tossa kyllä.
moment is officially
Oli
open
hienon
for
näköinen.
pre-orders. So head to xbox.com to learn more.
I cannot wait to add that controller to my collection, just
Joo.
to go along with the
Sama
console
juttu
itself.
kuin meidän Discordissa, niin
Oh, it's also worth
ei
noting,
me
Charlie,
pelialustoja
that we
niinku
did just see our very
erotella
first world
toisistaan.
premiere of
Meilläkin
the
on
day
puolet
with Rogue
Finmilsin Bradin
Today,
Discordista on
Henry. And while fans here at the Xbox booth are getting their
PC-pelaajia
hands
ja
on the latest
suuri osa
demos and gaming
toisesta
experiences,
puolesta sitten
we are
Pleikka-pelaajia.
bringing the
Löytyy
booth to you
muutama
at home
Xbox-pelaaja
with more
kanssa.
world premieres, live gameplay and interviews with some of the people who
Joo,
bring us the games,
Xboxin
delighting fans
showcase,
here
koska
in
tässä
Germany
tulee
and
nimenomaan
around
ne
the world.
pelit,
Well, speaking of the Xbox booth, throughout the show,
mitä
we're
ollaan
actually
nyt
going to
haluttu
be bringing
sitten,
you guys that are watching at
tai
home
mitä mä haluan
to the
näyttää.
booth
Joo,
as we
ei
celebrate
oo kukaan
25
myymässä
years of Xbox,
Xboxia.
including this
Mut
experience
katsotaan miten
showcasing
käy
Xbox
sitten myöhemmin,
in
jos
the eras.
Absolutely stunning. Each console is displayed
tulee
underneath their
crossplay
relative
PC:n
era's
kanssa
living room
tuohon
diorama,
Xboxiin.
which
Ne
is
on periaatteessa
completely
kuitenkin
handcrafted, by the way, and
tai
features tons
Microsoftin
of little
tuote
tiny
ensinnäkin.
little Easter eggs and nods to some of the most memorable
Tuo
moments and
Sonin
games in
touhu on vähän
Xbox history.
tommoista
Fun
pitää
fact,
olla.
by the way, the computer screen in the Xbox Series era over there
Ehkä
is
joku
the
päivä
highest
sitten
resolution screen in the entire
Xboxiin
movie.
That's pretty
vaihtuu.
cool.
En
But
usko, että
this
ihan
is the
lähiaikoina.
OG Xbox era living room, and honestly, I think it's my favorite one out of
Yeah.
all of them. Because
Mutta
yes,
nyt on
you've got
tulossa
the
tänään
big
hyviä
Duke at the
pelejä,
bottom.
se on
A lamp
ihan
glows
varma.
inside the mini
Ja
living
mulla on
room.
pari makeata traileria.
Dinky
Tavallaan
Doo.
minä
It's so cute
eiliseltä.
because it's basically the smallest, biggest controller
Mä
ever.
nyt vielä ehkä
The
puhun
touchscreen
niistä sen
devices on all
kummemmin,
of the
mutta ne
dioramas are
sopii
pretty
mun
cool though,
kanavalle.
because they mimic the
Eli
UI
kyse on
and like
taktisista
the
ampumapeleissä
experience of
tai
turning on those
survival
consoles as
May
well.
I?
Okay.
Mitä eilen oli
Wow.
ilmoiteltu.
She presses a
Mä oon
button.
kaivellut aika
I
paljon
remember
videoita
that in
koko
particular.
eilisen
And
päivän.
then as you're moving through, you get
Lights flash
Löysin
inside the
sieltä muutaman
diorama.
tosi kovan
launch of
jutun.
the console, memorable games, and as you press through them, it lights
Niin
up
laitetaan
different
niitä
things.
sitten
The screen, it's rolling
niitä
the
trailereita
OG
tässä
Bungie,
välissä, kun tulee semmosia
the
pelejä,
intro as well, which will then go into the Halo
Memories.
Combat Evolved
Mun-
screen.
mun
which is so
kanava
sick.
yleisö
I
ehkä
I
välttämättä.
love the little details. They're all absolutely beautiful. But what else is really cool is at each one, you get a little photo.
Mut joo, tervetuloa
So you
liviin.
press that,
Liveen
grab your
siisti
phone.
homma.
I did mine earlier,
Jounikin
so
sillä
don't
mukana.
worry about that. I'll show you it. You can
Tää
do yours
kuuluu.
after this.
Okay, thanks so much, Henry.
Yeah, no worries.
So kind. This is an absolute must-see here at the Xbox booth, so we don't want to spoil everything for you.
Well, but the reason that
Tässä on
I'm
ensimmäinen
particularly
peli,
drawn
mikä on
to this
tulossa.
era as well, it's not just because it was
Saattaa
the
jopa
first one
kiinnostaa heti kaikkia.
25 years ago, can you believe that?
Bonkers.
But also,
Katsotaan,
my
mitä
most
olette
cool Xbox
mieltä.
memory is that on Christmas Day, when I unboxed an OG Xbox, first I couldn't believe my
Mikäli
eyes.
nuo
Oh my
järjestöt
god, I've
pitää
got Halo now,
paikkaa.
I'd play that. But I
Mitä
also
tuossa
then got to
alussa
play it
näkyy.
with my granddad, and I'll be honest, he had no idea what was going
joo,
on.
tänään
But
mennään
we still
ilman
had such a
kameraa.
great time.
Yeah.
and
Mä vähän
I
tässä
almost
taustalla
missed Christmas
syön
dinner that day
samalla, äläkä
because I was
välittäkö
just
siitä.
so
Yeah, I
drawn
mean,
into
fair
playing
enough.
Halo.
Understandable.
But don't worry, I did get my turkey in the end. It's all good.
Turkey.
Yeah.
Nah, we'll talk about that
Joo,
later.
toivottavasti
Love
ollut
the
kaikilla
story
kiva
otherwise.
päivä ja
I remember my
nämä messuthan
OG
jatkuu
Xbox
nyt
memory
sitten
for,
30.
I think it was Fable 2,
päivään.
I think was my favorite. That was the moment
Mutta mä
my
uskon,
eyes
että
sort of
tänään on
opened up
niinku
and I went, hey, not only do I like video
yllättävimmät
games more than I
julkaisut
thought I
ja
did, but
sitten
I realized they could be so much more.
tässä
We all
seuraavina
know that
päivinä,
much
mitä
decision
tulee,
has to make at the
niin
end of Fable 2.
luultavasti
I would judge anyone who didn't choose to
mennään
go
vähän
by this,
tarkemmin
spoiler
niihin
alert.
peleihin.
But it just sort of, yeah, it was at that point I went, this is in my DNA and I'm going to be
Mutta
glued to
mulle
my
itselle
Xbox.
tuli
For the
parikin
foreseeable, thank you very
yllätystä
much.
jo
Well,
eilen.
with that in mind, why don't we
Mä näytän
keep you
tänään
guys
ne
glued
sitten
right
tässä
here
samalla.
and jump into the action with a game that is already making headlines here at Gamescom.
No niin.
So check this out.
Ensimmäinen peli.
Beyond tall evergreens, wispy clouds drift past snow-capped mountains. A paved road winds through trees to a town. An abandoned bar stands across from a crystal blue lake. A neon sign flickers and reads
Taitaa olla
Paradise Tavern.
Deadsec.
A woman reaches for the phone and
Elikkä
blood
Pugge.
splatters. Her assailant
Tää oli ihan
shoves her body
mielenkiintoinen.
with his foot. He wears white sunglasses over a black balaclava with a hand-drawn toothy grin. Text, Cascadia, 1996. Marauders rampage through town with heavy-duty firepower. A blonde woman on a motorcycle wears an eye patch. Gunfire erupts from a moving vehicle, and camouflaged attackers take aim from a hill overlooking the road.
Mikä ihmettää selostus täällä on?
A rifle scope zeroes in on a player's body sliding across a field. Flames erupt. The balaclava warrior wears swords for hands. Women with handguns run through an arcade. Wearing a pig costume, an attacker wields semi-automatic weapons.
Ihan pakko
A
katsoa,
brunette
mistä on
warrior
kysymys.
wears low-slung cargo pants with a body-hugging bodysuit.
Joku ihmeen takia tuo lukee.
Gameplay features fast-paced, multiplayer shooting with roguelite runs. Text, PUBG, dead.net. Join the closed beta. Craft on.
Okei. No, siinä oli kuitenkin.
Coming soon,
Pugge
Series X
Deadnet
and S.
siis.
1990s inspired Cascadian world infused with atmospheric
Tää on
threat and
ilmeisesti jollekin
eerie clandestine cult narratives.
Here to unpack that doozy of a
kuulorajoitteisille,
sentence and the game that goes with it is the
lukirajoitteisille
creative
tehty
director of PUBG's Deadnet, Dave
nää
Kurt. How are you, Dave? Welcome.
videot, koska
Benny.
se lukee
Welcome,
tonne.
Dave.
Benny, thank you so much for
Se
having
selostaa,
me. I'm
mitä
doing awesome.
tapahtuu.
Thank you for coming to see us. Now, how's your
Tuossa
Gamescom been so
videossa
far?
näkee
Tell us about it.
automaattisesti. Ei se haittaa.
Seeing the response from the fans and
Mut joo,
going to
PUBG.
the booth and seeing the characters we
Deadnet
created kind of
on
come to
peli ja
life with us players has been a dream come true.
Amazing.
Tää on aika
Dave's
paljon
bald man
erilainen
and
kuin
grey
edellinen.
beard.
Amazing trailer opening night live. How's the reaction been for the team?
The team's losing their mind. We're obviously there's the
PUBG
time
ollut
difference,
tosi
and I'm in
kauan.
Slack watching all the heart emojis.
Väittäisin, että se on ehkä
we're all
ensimmäinen
just
Battle
incredibly
Royale
stoked.
peli.
Amazing. Love
Jopa
to hear
ennen
that.
I'm not surprised because that trailer
Fortnitea,
was
koska
absolutely
muistaakseni
incredible.
siinä oli
I've
joskus
got to ask a few
jonkinnäköinen
things about
riita.
it. First of all, the blade
Fortnite
hands.
olisi niinku
Like,
varastaa
what in the world are
PUBG:n
those?
idea.
Can you kind of break it down for us?
Mut anyhow,
Well, the
kaksi
blade hands
erilaista
specifically
peliä. Tää
touch
on
on our concept
tietysti vähän
of
realistinen
trading
siinä
flesh for
mielessä.
power. In this video, Floyd, the guy
Mutta
with the sunglasses,
kyllä
has
tässäkin on
decided to
semmosia
put his
elementtejä
hands into
kaikkia.
that haunted pinball
Näki
machine,
tuossa
get him
videossakin oli
chopped off,
jotain
replaced with machete blades. Now he can no
masettikädet
longer
tosiaan ja mitä
shoot
muuta.
guns or legally drive, but he
Joo,
can cut
pistäkäähän
your ass to
kommentteja,
ribbons
mitä
if he gets
tykkäsitte.
close.
Tuosta trailerista,
legally,
jos
can you still
tuli
hop in a
katsottua.
car with those blade hands and just fly around?
Absolutely.
How are you going to drive?
Yeah, he can get in the back seat, he can get in the front seat, but he has to put his seatbelt on or he will be ejected if there's a sudden impact.
Very good. Safety first, of course.
That's the
Even
number one
with
rule.
the gun blades, yeah.
Yes.
Sanokaa, jos mun
Very
syöminen
good.
kuuluu
Now,
tässä
can you
videossa.
break
Mä
down a little
haluaisin,
bit
että
about the
sellaista
gameplay, maybe the player journey on Deadnet and through the world that we're entering?
Yeah, it's kind of a 1990s nightmare multi-match journey where we challenge the player to take an avatar from zero to hero. Between each match, they're taking on valuable new
Joo,
abilities,
PUBG ei ollut
like
kauan
crawling
kyllä.
around on the floor
Ja
like a
niiltähän on
snake
tulossa
or
extraction
hiding in a
pelit.
locker like a creeper.
Se ei oo
And
tämä.
you're also taking on funny injuries like a nervous tick where you spam
Siitä on
taunts
jo jotain
or
videota tuossa
you
ollut
can
aikaisemmin.
accidentally fumble your weapon
Onhan
on
tää
weapon
hyvin
swap
tehty.
and have a pretty good swear about it.
Koska tää peli on niin
And you're
pitkä
pushing yourself to
elinkaari
see how
tällä
far you can
pelillä.
go before you cash out on that
Varmasti aika
chicken
hyvä.
dinner or you burn out.
Amazing. Can we
Omassa
dive in a little
genressään.
bit more to the multi-match journey? Because
Itse ei
it seems like
välttämättä
it's
nyt oo
something
ihan
that
niinku
might be
Battle
quite new to
Royale
players and
peliystävä.
for us
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
Yeah, and I heard the audience is core gamers, so they won't mind if I nerd out too bad.
Let's do it.
But let's pretend you're a new player. You have this roster of 9 brilliant characters that have connections to the land, to each other.
Mutta olitte
They're on
tosi hyvin
missions
kattanut
besides just trying
edellistä
to win the chicken dinner. You pick your
liveä,
favorite one,
kiitos siitä
and
kaikille.
we offer you a few decks of cards.
Tosi makea homma.
Do you want to kind of be an assault character? Do you want to be a
Mut mä oon tänään
support?
tässä
Do you
mukana
wanna
nyt koko
maybe be
illan
a
ja
trickster?
vähän kommentoin
And
ja
you're
annan
not frozen or
mielipiteitä
locked
ja
in.
vaihdetaan
This is just to
kuulumisia
kind
ja
of get your journey going. You have
Ja
a little bit of
tota
run health. Run health, imagine that
saatte
as your
jakaa
career hit
kokemuksia
points. And now
pelistä,
it's
mitä
time to start
haluaisitte
playing
nähdä
Deadnet.
esimerkiksi.
So every match,
Mitä ootte jo nähnyt,
if
mitä
you do pretty
mieltä.
well, your run health is
Kaikki
protected.
on ok tänään
If you
siinä
totally
mielessä,
get
että
wrecked
ei tarvi
early,
olla
which happens to me plenty of times,
näiden pelien
you lose a little bit of
ystävä,
that
mitä
run
näkyy.
health. But even if you get totally
Jokaisella
smoked
on
in the first few
mielipide.
minutes, you go to the out game, and now it's time to make a decision. We're going to offer you a new power that kind of goes with that core fantasy you selected. We're going to offer you something tantalizing really
Mutta mulla on
outside
tossa
your
vähän
core fantasy. Maybe you're a
sisäpiiritietoa
support
Modern Warfare
character,
4
and we're
4:sta.
like, hey, do you want a
Mä en vaan
boombox that
ilmoita
lets you
sitä vielä,
blast
koska
Wu-Tang Clan
mä
to
haluan
heal
nähdä,
your
että se
squad?
tosiaan pitää
Obviously, I do.
paikkaansa.
I
Yeah.
do want that.
Katsotaan, kun tulee tänään
And then
Call of
third,
Duty
we'll
Modern
offer
Warfare
you
4
something that kind of every character could use.
reveali
And
tässä,
as
niin
you get
pitääkö se
deeper and deeper
paikkaansa,
into
ne on
your
uusi.
run, we're going to start packaging
mikäli
good
pitää
stuff with
paikkaansa, niin
injuries.
tulee olemaan
So
aika
now it's like,
makea.
oh, do you want an akimbo
Et kannattaa
ROM's
tsekata.
ability? But it's going to come with you sneeze in the smoke or it hurts to swim. And so as you're playing and pushing, you're mitigating. I'm building, I think, my dream player build, but also I'm getting these wacky injuries that come
Valitettavasti
up
tässä ei
and
erikseen
can
niin ilmoiteta
cause
mihin aikaan
hilarious
mikäkin
whoopsie-daisies.
peli.
One of my favorite injuries is called Hollywood
Peli
Stuntman.
paljastetaan.
When you slide or dive,
Niinku
occasionally small
tää
chance for an
showcase
explosion behind you,
tietyn pelin
which will
kohdalla.
hurt you and your squad.
Mut näyttää siltä,
So
että ne
you
menee
feel
ainakin
cool, but
ihan
you
järjessä.
might bust your buddies.
So many things that can happen. But you've
Mitä
actually
tossa niinku
brought to Gamescom
aluksi
and
luki.
this video, an exclusive video that will give us a bit of an insight into the world of Deadnet as well.
No niin, nyt
so
tulee
let's take a
uutta
look at
videoa. Mahtava homma.
Deep in the Cascadia forest,
Huh? Cool. I'm Floyd. Guess that
Floyd
means me and
stands by an
tour guide
abandoned
to this
pickup.
Lovely little patch of hell they call Cascadia.
He wears a patchwork sweater.
I got attachment issues. Mom says I love too hard.
Tätä ei ole nyt sitten ennen
climbs in
nähty.
through a window of
Tää
a
on ihan
house.
uutta.
Think too
Uutta
much noise
gameplaytä
and
tämä.
we'll be up to our
Tai
assholes
video.
and weirdos.
Graffiti
molempia
covers the
varmaan.
walls.
Fuck.
He fires a gun inside the house, now driving the truck.
Think about changing the station.
He drives through an abandoned town.
Tää, joka lukee
Mountains
näitä,
appear on the
mitä
horizon.
näkyy tässä, niin mä
Now
en
inside
tykkää
an
tästä
abandoned
yhtään.
mall, fire.
Mä en voi sille mitään, että kuuluu tähän lähetykseen.
Cryptid Cove.
Cryptid Cove's seen better days. Oh well. Still plenty of fun to be had in the silly hole. At least that's what Uncle Tickles used to say.
Silly hole.
Game simple.
Tässä on huumoria,
Dog
tässä on
eat
aikuisten
dog.
huumoria.
That's DeadNet. These guys are fucking psychos, but can't fault the name.
Ihan mielenkiintoinen
Back in the forest.
Blind
peli
mother.
kaikin puolin.
Home to some real bad hombres with crazy fucking beliefs. Like, I heard they think Biggie killed
Taitaa tuolta
Tupac.
pelikirjastosta löytyä
Shit, wait.
pubgia
Did Biggie kill
itselläkin.
Tupac?
En oo aikoihin pelannut.
He moves through an abandoned building.
Ja on kyllä kaikilla alustoilla.
I forgot this place
Xbox,
is drowning in these
PlayStation
things.
ja
Do yourself a
PC.
favor? Forget you ever saw it. And if you ever see one outside, then... Ugh.
A porcelain doll sits on a
Play
table.
555 on sitä mieltä, että vaikuttaa
runs
helvetin
outside.
hyvältä. Joo,
He runs up a hill.
varmasti jos oot PUBG-fani, niin
The man in the pig
Tää
costume
on
fires with
varmasti hieno
semi-automatic weapons.
Keep moving, dude. We're almost to the falls.
tää oli
He
niinku
leaps
hyvä
off a
avaus
cliff.
näille
A parachute opens.
Xboxin showcaseille. Mut
Flying
joo, tosi
behind
tää on
Floyd,
kaikilla
the
alustoilla.
player dips under a bridge with the parachute.
Pal? I thought we lost you there for a second.
Mut siinä oli syy, minkä
Almost
takia mä
forgot.
halusin näyttää
Before we
tää
go,
Xbox showcase. Tuutte
one
huomaamaan,
more
että tänään
thing.
käydään pelejä läpi, että mitä täällä on.
Hey,
Mun kanavalla on
Here to the
taktisia
body shop.
ampumapelejä, millisen
the
tyyppisiä
things they
pelejä,
can do to a person.
survival-pelejä. Niin,
Floyd
tänään
aims a
tulee
gun at
monta,
us.
monta tässä showcase.
Miracles.
Joo.
Text PUBG dead.net.
Julkaisupäivä?
Wow.
Coming
Coming
soon.
soon.
Clearly, the game has a very distinct vibe, and it looks sick as heck, Dave. I love it. I'm obsessed with every little detail. Can you talk to us a little bit about the inspiration for the world of DeadNet and what you're trying to invoke from players and their feelings?
Well, I kind of think the age of making something that everyone kind of likes is over. I think it's time to make games that are evocative and are love-hate. I think the fans will forgive anything but being
Mä
bored.
uskon kyllä, että
So we wanted to
PUBG:lla on
take
ihan
a big
oma
swing with a
faniporukka,
mid-90s
aika
Pacific
isokin.
Northwest setting,
Tietyn
but
tyyppinen
not
peli,
just
Battle
cheaply
Royale,
recreating the
tohon
90s,
tyyliin
but to
tehtiin.
take the films and movies I
Sillä
grew
on
up with,
oma
Twin
porukkansa ihan
Peaks,
varmasti.
X-Files, Silence of the Lambs, put it through a meat grinder, add body horror, David Cronenberg stuff, and arrive at something that is distinctly DeadNet.
Heck yeah, that's so sick.
Yeah, it looks amazing. Like every time I see these videos, I just want to keep playing.
Totta on kyllä hyvältä
But there's a few
näyttää.
things you pick up as well, like the opening of the window. Like the environment that you're playing in makes a lot of tactical differences to your gameplay. Could you expand a little bit on that for us?
Yeah,
Kyllä
I
mä
mean,
muistan
it's
silloin, kun
obviously
PlayerUnknown
with Nanite
alkoi
and
tekee
Lumen, the
tätä
world
peliä.
is dense and detailed and
Olihan
beautiful,
se
but players care
pitkä
about playing
prosessi.
games. So a good example I use is in PUBG. If you see a window, you can shoot it or you can kind of smash through it, and that's great. In our game, we have something we call action agencies. So when you encounter a window, for example, you can slowly and silently open the window. No one will hear you, but you're exposed. You can quickly slam it open, but oh, now you've made a little bit of noise, maybe you've given away your position. You can shoot it open or crash through it, but now you're going to leave a pool of glass wherever that happened. And if anyone steps on it, it's going to make a loud noise and tip people
No,
off.
eli äänet on tosi
Or
tärkeitä.
you can turn up the music, maybe turn on a jukebox or put on your boombox, and now they can't hear the broken glass.
That's so interesting. Speaking of some of the locations we saw
Tässä
within
oli
that
paljon
video,
uusia
we saw
juttuja.
some of the
Muistaakseni
falls and maybe
turvavyön
like a
käyttö
mall as well.
ajoneuvossa.
Can you talk to us a little bit about some of your favorite
Yksi
locations
juttu,
that we
mikä
can
voi
explore
tehdä.
in Cascadia, and also how they influence
Mikäli
gameplay
törmäät
as
kovaa,
well
niin
as
sä
the
et lennä
windows and
tuulilla
things
läpi.
like that?
Oh, absolutely. One of the ones in the video
Siitä oli
that
juttua
Floyd
jo
was
eilen
walking us
vähän.
through is called Cryptid Cove. It's kind of our throwback to Showbiz Pizza, kind of a, he's there in the laser tag arena. He's going
Yeah.
into the silly hole.
Classic Floyd.
Butterflies.
What's funny about this location is it's those
Tää on
tubes,
semmonen
those kind
Battle
of
Royale
little
peli
kid McDonald's
huumorin
lens tubes you're
tajuisille,
navigating through, which is like
jotka
such
kuitenkin
an
tykkää pelata
American
niinku hyvillä
childhood of the
mekaniikoilla.
90s feeling, covered in blood and guts, becomes such a fun
Omasta
location to
mielestä.
try to fight over. So every time we hot drop, we're trying to win the tubes, we're trying to keep the tubes, and it's weird because just the other players naturally want to get us out of those tubes.
Yeah.
There's the Cult of the Blind Mother, very spooky, dark, Silence of the Lambs coded location where under the building, tons of nooks and crannies to hide in and take positions in. And in these games you're looting. You're trying to gear up and you're trying to get strong. But one of our powers is called Creeper, which allows us to actually hide inside of the loot. You can climb inside a refrigerator. Don't try this at home, kids. You can get inside of lockers. And I actually, fun fact, did the voiceover for what I have to call hiding pervert. Because when you're in the locker, I do this like,
eli tässä voi
and then we run it through
piiloutua.
some post-process and make it sound cool.
Kaappeja ja
But when
tämmöisiä.
you are in Cascadia
Aika
and you're
jännä.
hiding and waiting to get the drop to somebody,
Hieno idea.
that's going to be my voice gently whispering in your ears.
Love it.
I'll remember that. I've also got to ask, because I know it's so important to players, is the size of the DeadNet map as well. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Absolutely. It is 5.5 by 5.5 kilometers of real Cascadian wilderness with mountains and jungles and beaches and
5,5
plains and
kertaa
farms.
5,5 4.
But the initial circle, how the game begins, is only a 2.5 by 2.5 circle. So even though we're launching with one map, you never get the same zone twice.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's going to be amazing, because it's going to force players to have to kind of learn different areas
Näyttää
of the
kyllä
map,
siltä,
also
että olisi kiva
different ways of
juosta
approaching with their
kyllä.
abilities that they've picked up.
Yeah. Dave, I gotta ask, we've seen it a couple of times in some of the gameplay. We've got a lot of baby dolls going on.
Aika
Some
paljon
of them are
metsää
running
näkyy
around.
tossa
Can you tell us a wee bit more about that? Because that looks right up your street.
Varmaan tosi.
Yeah, so we
Mikäli
have
nuo
kind of,
kaupungit on riittävän
beyond
isoja.
chasing abilities and injuries, we have this notion of weirdos. These are very strange choices you can make for that single match, including taking those hands off or becoming the large dual SM or LMG wielding pig, or in the case you just mentioned, our little sweet precious darling baby doll. She is a 2.5 foot tall
Mut joo, tervetuloa
Chaos
liveen.
Gremlin
Pistäkää
that
kommenttia siellä,
can,
mitä tykkäät. Ihan vapaasti.
she spawns with a little tiny
Kysellä,
RC
mitä
car,
haluaa.
which drives very fast and is very cute to manipulate. She can hitch a ride on her squad mates. She can jump on your back. And most importantly, she can jump on an enemy's back and quietly hang out. And she will occasionally laugh, which can tip them off. And if the jig is up, if she has to fight, she can start drilling in the neck and stealing med kits and making you drop your stuff, which is incredibly frustrating to deal with.
Yeah.
Näköjään
I'll
autoille voi
probably end up
repästää
playing
irti.
DeadNet so much I'll turn into a
Ihan
baby doll.
jännä.
I'll live and breathe it as much as I can. Like,
Right, Dave, we've got to talk about PUBG first coming to PC, but I hear that you and the team have really engineered DeadNet to be a bit more for a game that's console first. Can you talk a little bit about that and what that means to you guys?
Well, I'm an old school console guy. My first game was Singularity by Raven Software. Shout out, made console first, aimed at the Xbox. And I myself, in my free time, my wife and I, who's probably watching, hi Kelly, we love to get on the couch and play console. So that means when we're considering how to make this game, the gunplay, the traversal, the movement has to feel so beautiful on the sticks. The UI, the UX has to be really friendly if you're 8 feet away on the couch. The rumble on your reload, or when you drop your weapon, or when a drill is going into your neck, needs to feel persuasive and fun and interesting. So we just think it makes a lot of sense to get it perfect on console, and then PC naturally would follow.
Sounds good.
Ohjaimella on.
I'm excited. Now, a lot of people who've played PUBG in the past, like narrative is not something that will instantly jump to their heads. With DeadNet, that's completely different.
Mutta
How is the
PUBG ei ole
narrative
mikään
going
uusi
to
peli, niin
impact
siinä
the player
mielessä
from
voi
game to
ottaa
game?
kaikki toisensa.
So it's interesting. I talked about at the beginning of the show, you're choosing from a roster of 9 to start. Each one of these characters has connections to the map itself, where they will comment on areas of the map if they go someplace that's familiar to them. They have meta stories, goals, quests beyond just win the chicken dinner. It could be revenge, it could be finding someone that matters to them. And they have allies and rivals on the battlefield, which is expressed. If you ping someone that's an enemy, you're going to comment on it. If you revive an ally, you're going to have this little special VO. And what's been so gratifying about our previous beta tests, shout out Discord crew, is we are having fan art where without prompting, they're creating these connections, these love triangles, and they're discovering the story as they go. So
kiva, kun tästä
we
pääsis betaan,
obviously
niin kyllä
PUBG is the
kokea.
ultimate storytelling engine, and we think DeadNet expands that by letting a story go multiple matches where win or lose, you're still on a journey of finding your perfect build, and hopefully you're falling in love with your character and their goals and their quests, and you leave the game with a big smile on your face.
Love that. I can't wait to find out all the tea in Cascadia then as well.
Love it.
Dave, we can't let you leave without talking about your tagline, death is only the beginning. What does that mean?
Jaha.
Well, it means in every game I've ever played, I always want a hot drop, and I always get my shit rocked, and I'm always so sad. And it's, you get two, like, come on, boys, one more game. And then that second loss in a row, you're like, well, actually, I got work tomorrow. In DeadNet, death is the beginning. You can get rocked. You can be an early out. But then in that out game where we give you the pick 3, oh my God, my build came in. Finally, a Kimbo showed up. Guys, let's get one more game. Yeah. So it's okay if you lose, because in these games, one guy wins, 99 loses. In our game, your real goal is making your perfect version of a killer, whether that's a guy with a car door riot shield playing a boombox to get his team hyped up, or a guy with blade hands that crawls around like a lunatic on his stomach like a little snake. We want to celebrate player expression and choice and creativity in the world of DeadNet.
I just know that one more game is going to cause me some serious problems. So I'm going to be like, we've got to just get this build now, we've got to do it. You mentioned betas, right, just a second ago. Can you let people know how they can get involved themselves?
Yeah, we made the website super easy. It is DeadNet, DED, which stands for Dog Eat Dog.
Nice.
Go to DeadNet, sign up for the beta, get your asses to Cascadia, and I will see you out there in the slaughterhouse.
We'll see you there too.
Go do it right now. But I'm looking forward to DeadNet. It's going to be so much fun. It's been like, honestly, one of my favorites from Gamescom so far as well. But thank you for coming by. Enjoy the rest of Gamescom. And thank you so much for sharing it with us.
Thank you so much. It was a privilege and an honor. Have a great show, guys.
Thank you. Got to get that 90s playlist from you as well at some point.
Look for it on Spotify.
Nice. Now, coming up for you guys, we are jumping into the driver's seat of a Hollywood stunt car as we traverse the world's deadliest petting zoo with a prehistoric twist and all the beasts that you can shake sticks at. But first, shifting gears to a jet engine with a saddle, it's time to go under the hood with Star Wars Galactic Racers.
Star Wars.
Under the Hood with Hebe, Episode 2, Speeder Bikes.
Speeder bikes.
Elikkä nyt on kyseessä Star Wars lentopeli, ajopeli.
That's where things get really interesting. Speeder bikes are like concussion missiles with handlebars.
Mä käyn nopealla breikillä tästä välissä. Tää ei oo mun peli. Mutta antaa pyöriä.
All go, but it does run wide in corners, so you gotta learn to wield her kinetic burst. Engage the kinetic
Ajopeliä ystäviä on paljon.
You decelerate hard, but lean in and hit the apex of the corner, and you'll blast out. It's a regenerative burst. Break in, speed out. Now, there is a catch.
Itse en oo ajopeliä ystävä siinä mielessä tai lentopeliäkään. Mut joo, mä käyn äkkiä tossa hetken pois, ei mitään, pistäkää kommenttia vaan mitä tykkäätte. Ihan vapaa. Tervetuloa liveen.
And keep an eye out for shortcuts. Little pathways perfect for a crafter this profile. Oh, and watch out for hazards at those high speeds, all right? One bad line, or a racer that didn't move out of the way in time, and you're wrecked. Oh, ouch. Get me the parts, and I'll assemble the perfect speeder bike to suit your style. The sky's the limit, Shade. Whopping great engine. Sure, why not? How about some racing stripes too, for good measure? Quick acceleration, outrageous tricks, and a real menace in the right hands. What are you waiting for? Go, Shade!
Star Wars Galactic Racer. Pre-order today.
We're on the other side of the looking glass. Place called Nod Nod. My apologies for being behind here, but how exactly did we end up on an island? All I remember was letting them borrow my mobile phone at the clinic, and now here we are.
This town anime-infused artwork contrasts with pixel art battles.
This isn't right. You aren't meant to know about all this stuff.
I guess we have some breaking and entering today.
And you're awake.
I'm willing to give it a good go, yeah.
What's going on?
Why am I holding a cassette tape?
Please, take me.
Ring, ring.
Tell me, alchemist. I trust your travels in Notnol have been very illuminating.
What on earth have you dragged me into?
See you soon.
Coming March 2027 to Series XS PC.
Hey everyone, welcome to this exclusive look at Planet Zoo 2, a creative management game where you get to build and manage your dream zoos. You'll be able to care for aquatic, terrestrial and avian species from all over the world, both within and beyond your zoos. Today, we're giving you a sneak preview of Wildlife Reserves, a feature that introduces an amazing gameplay experience. From rewilding ecosystems to releasing animals from your zoos back into their natural environments. These wildlife reserves have been designed with exploration and observation in mind. You'll be able to traverse these expansive landscapes on foot as well as in the new research vehicle, offering you new ways to spend time and learn about the animals you've released into your wildlife reserves. We hope you'll enjoy coming to these beautiful areas to relax, in between managing your zoos. We'll be sharing more details on wildlife reserves soon, so follow Planet Zoo 2 on social channels to be the first to know.
An elephant lies in the grass. A hippo wades in the water. Planet Zoo 2 coming October 13th, 2026. A Jeep bursts through a fence. A boulder falls. The Jeep evades falling boulders along a path. Triceratops charges. The Jeep weaves through rugged terrain, past water. A motorcycle leaps over fire, flanked by running dinosaurs. They travel across a wooden bridge. A full moon shines above. The bridge disintegrates amid a cloud of dust. A volcano erupts. Jurassic World. Stuntman Hollywood. Jeep leaps over a drawbridge as a helicopter flies over top. A T-Rex opens its jaws as a motorcycle comes over top. Stuntman Hollywood coming soon.
Brought you the latest PC gaming on the go with the new ROG Xbox Ally. So yeah, it's only fitting that this year we're going to bring you the next generation of Xbox handhelds. And here to tell us all about the exciting new ROG Xbox Ally X20 launching later this year, please welcome General Manager of Xbox Devices Dave Kearney and Asus Director of Product for Gaming Gabe Meng. Welcome guys, welcome to Gamescom.
Thank you. It's exciting.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
it's good to see you again, Gabe. Obviously, last year we had a lot of fun talking Xbox Ally, but we got something a bit different now to talk about this year, and it's sitting right between us, which is very cool. But before we get to the new device, it won't be too long since it'll have been a whole year since the Xbox Ally range of devices were released. So why don't you talk to us a little bit about how that's been received, guys?
Well, you know, it's been super exciting to see the fan reaction. You know, we designed the original Xbox Ally to be, you know, the way that you get that Xbox experience on the go, and you can play
Dave Kearney
wherever you want to. And it's been so fun to see people around the world doing exactly that, playing Xbox in all kinds of interesting locations, unexpected locations.
Yeah, I won't tell you where I play mine.
We've been working together since the original product launch to just keep cranking away at making it better. At this point now, we have over 2,000 games that have been optimized for handheld gaming.
Nice.
We've been expanding the number of titles that can take advantage of default game profiles, which automatically sets up the Xbox Ally products to be able to operate with the optimal frame rate and power settings. We've also been expanding advanced shader delivery, so that allows you to download your game shaders at the same time as the game itself. So you're able to just, when you launch that game for the first time, start the game faster, it plays smoothly, just like you would expect it to do. And then when you combine that with the work we've been doing with game studios, you've got the new games like Forza Horizon 6, Halo, Campaign Evolved, supporting all these features right out of the gate, so players get to just experience handheld gaming like it should be. No messing with settings, just jump right into the game as you would expect. And we're just getting started. There's more around the corner.
I like to hear that. Yeah, I mean, convenience with handhelds is one of the #1 reasons why I love playing with them. So to hear that all that work is going into these devices and that it's really, truly giving that gaming anywhere you like experience is awesome to see. But 2 days ago, you guys also announced that pre-orders are now live for the newest handheld in the ROG Xbox family. So Gabe, tell us about this stunning piece of hardware right here.
Absolutely. We tried to
No niin,
level up
takas ollaan.
everything.
Jaha, siellä on kenraali Laksatiivinen. Satissa, moikka moi.
And innovation this year. And our theme of
Ja vahva mielipide ihan selvästi.
ROG Xbox Ally X20 to its
Näin beta ei oo sama asia mun mielestä kuin pelata sitä. Mutta mikäli ei tykkää kodista, niin sehän on sitten ihan selvä homma. Huomenna pääsee muuten kokeilemaan kaikki Modern Warfare 4 betaa. Se aukeaa huomenna. Pitää tsekata se aika, mutta illalla joskus. Olisiko 5 aikaa muistaakseni. Se voi jo ehkä ennakkoon ladatakin Tiimistä ja Leikkastoresta ja JN. Huomenna pääsee kokeilemaan, niin siitä saa sitten paremman mielipide. Ei maksa mitään. Avoin beta huomenna.
But probably most noteworthy and a long time coming is our premium OLED
tervetuloa liveen joka tapauksessa.
Yes, I'm so happy to say that the Ally X20 has an ROG Nebula HDR
Tää on tietysti Xbox Showcase, mutta sitä ei kannata ihmetellä ollenkaan. Tässä näytetään parhaat pelit mun mielestä.
Visa
Omasta mielestä. Tänään tulee survival-pelejä, tulee taktisia ampumapelejä. Tosi siisti homma. Sitten mulla on muutama traileri varastossa.
What you're seeing is a cinematic of our ROG Saga universe game, cinematic animation play, not actual gameplay, against our current Ally X20 and our Ally X.
Oma
It's definitely like a significant, even though it wasn't gameplay, it's still something you're really going to notice in terms of the depth of color, the richness of it as well. So, I mean, huge upgrade right there.
Sen takia mä ennakkotilasin koko peli yleensä.
Tulee
olemaan huikea. Toivottavasti tänään näette siitäkin jotain. Mulla on vahva aavistus, että tänään nähdään DMZ.
AMD FreeSync Premium Pro. That means starting at 30 instead of 48 Hz and going all the way to 120 Hz, you get adaptive sync and it's with HDR. And best of all, it comes as a 7.4-inch panel that we fit into our portable ergonomic space by slipping the bezels on top. Players can also expect a suite of ROG software features intended for this whole experience.
Ei ollut ihan niin paha.
You know what?
Mä pelasin
Good job.
tota
I mean, the X was great. That's
viime
a really impressive amount of things you've managed to pack into it. I mean, larger screen,
vaikka en oo
brighter
itse
colors, deeper
kodipelaaja,
blacks, and also
kyllähän
I'm a
se
sucker
nopealta
for
tuntuu se
translucent
peli
hardware, so
muuten.
you got me on board with
Kun
that straight
slidit
away.
ja hoppiminen.
Obviously,
Ne ei
like you
ollut
were
niin
saying,
pahoja kuin on joskus
the
ollut.
Ally
Sitä on
family has
pikkusen
been undergoing
merkattu.
numerous software
Musta
updates,
tosi
firmware updates
kodipelaajat
that
on
have
pikkusen harmittaa,
improved
että
the experience for players who already own an
niitä
Xbox
on vähän
Ally or an Xbox Ally X.
Sillä
Can we expect that
jarruteltu
same level of updates to land with the X20 as well?
For sure. I mean, one of the things that I love about the gaming community is just the passion. And there is no shortage of feedback that we get from all the fans out there. It really gives us inspiration. And we've made it our mission across Xbox and ROG to continue to level up the experience. Some of the examples of additional things that we've been doing is we've improved the library experience, so now players can actually pin their own games and pin their own apps, so they can just easily jump into the experiences that they love. We've also been rolling out a new feature called, and I'm referring to super wideband stereo voice support for Bluetooth LE audio. It's a lot of words. Sorry, I
Sitten
never heard of my
Xbox-pelaajille
card
paljon
here. But
infoa,
essentially
niin
what it
sitten
means is that if you have a Bluetooth audio headset with a microphone and a game wants to go ahead and jump into using the microphone so you can play competitively or online, it just goes ahead and doesn't convert it to mono. It stays stereo. It stays surround sound like you'd want it to with the Bluetooth, which is magical. And it's exactly gaming as it should be.
That's really cool.
Yeah, we've improved the docking experience as well, so that if you're going to plug into a TV or a monitor or even one of the augmented reality ROG X Real headsets, it just works smoothly. We've also been rolling out automatic super resolution for insider preview, and that is going to help make the game sharper and smoother, especially on larger TVs. So overall, the X20 is going to benefit from all these features, just like the original Xbox Allies did on day one.
So yeah, day one, you get everything that they've worked already incredibly hard on, and it just means that you're getting a fully feature-equipped device that's also going to continue getting better as more of these updates roll out. So all of that is just fantastic news, guys. Thank you so much for sharing all of that about the Xbox One X20. I'm going to have to go check out that pre-order link, I think, because that's great. But for those of you guys that are eager to get your hands on the ROG Xbox Ally X20, pre-orders are live right now for both the standalone handheld, but also a bundle that includes the limited edition ROG X Real glasses, a matching limited edition kill switch from D-Brand, and also, we're not done, a limited edition Pelican case for your handheld.
Joo, hieno homma, että olette siellä
kattelemassa.
Tervetuloa live.
Xbox.com/handhelds/ROG-Xbox.
Mä en ymmärrä, minkä takia tää heittää tän.
Best gaming community in the world as they celebrate 25 years of Xbox. Because the Xbox Fan Fest World Tour was in full swing here in Cologne, and we were there getting on all the action. So check this out.
Kaikille menee perille.
FanFest at Cologne is just so special.
On tuo iso tapahtuma. Ihan kiva, että näyttää tästä näin. Mutta tää on kiva Xboxin näkökulmasta. On tosiaan maailman suurin tää tapahtuma. Pelitapahtuma, ja on kyllä ihan järkkyy. Siellä oli Halo-hahmoa ja olla vaikka mitään.
Chanted at vendor display. A lighted sign
reads
FanFest.
Varmasti muutama mielenkiintoinen. Sitten mulla on pari traileria, mistä mä tiedän, että ihan varmasti taktisten ampumapelien ystävät tykkää. Mä oon eiliseltä kaivellut juttuja, mitä ei ole välttämättä näytetty vielä. Tai ehkä kovimmat fanit on jo löytänyt videon.
Fans participate in game demos.
Mutta itse löysin muutama, mitkä pitää ehdottomasti näyttää jotain. Joku ihan pikkulasten peli tuossa alkaa pyörimään. Tää yksi traileri. Saatte nähdä. Pidetään mielestä mun kanavalla on taktisia ampumapelejä, milsin tyyppisiä pelejä, survival-pelejä, mielellään co-opina aina multiplayeri.
Really excited. It's really a nice
että niitä voi odotella täällä kanavalla.
And the activities here are really cool. I won an Xbox controller, so that's a big plus.
Joo, mä toivoisin, mäkin saattaisin olla PC-pelaaja jopa.
Fans
jos olisi täys pohjautukin niin peleihin, mistä mä tykkään.
I have to ask, you've been to so many throughout the years. What is your most favorite thing about FanFest? What makes it FanFest?
I mean, I have to say it's in the name.
Larry Hribe.
Right, it's the fans.
Mut mä uskon, että tuo, että Xbox ja Microsoft tulee vauhdittaa niitä
coming here, feeling that
peliä.
energy. It's intoxicating.
Aika kovaa.
A fan kicks a plushie through a ring.
Anything about coming to FanFest?
Actually meeting new people every day, but also meeting friends from last year, and also playing all the good games, also in Game Pass. So yeah.
Ois varmaan ihan kokemus.
Fans explore the dioramas.
Because you're here with us celebrating, so I want to just give a big
koska
round
on
of
niin paljon
applause and say thank you
tuolla
to this
tapahtumia,
Xbox
mitkä ei
community.
näy sitten näissä showcaseissa ja muuta.
The spherical
Siellä on koko ajan
logo
aamusta
glows in
iltaan
green.
tapahtuma.
Soldiers march, holding weapons. Atreides hoplite armor. They battle on the planet Arrakis.
No niin, onko tää Dune?
Text, Aegis of an unwalked path armor. Warriors fly with jetpacks. Text, Harkonnen cataphract armor. A warrior stands on the desert landscape. Text, long haul still suit. Inside a grand hall.
Itse kattelin vähän Dune
Character wears a long
Awakening-peliä.
black robe,
Oli
a
paljon
Paladin storm
mielenkiintoisempi
outfit.
kuin mitä mä kuvittelin. Siitä on tulossa ihan täysi survival-peli.
Pyramids of
Katsotaan, onko tää
armor
nyt se sitten.
stand out on the desert landscape. Red brocade
Vaikuttais
decorates furniture
olevan.
inside. An ornithopter lands. Alternate skins flash. A long blade, Sauerdekar Oath Blade.
Kyllä.
Dune Awakening, Filmic
Dune
Archive.
Awakening. Tää tulee olemaan varmaan aika hieno.
Coming September 22nd,
Syyskuun
2026.
Shattered is all
Eli se julkaisu on
really
tosi
lost.
nopeasti nyt sitten.
I'm Angelica, creative director of Kingdom 3 Rising Realms, and I'm
Tähän
about
väliin
to share a
voitais katsoa
glimpse of what
trailerin,
we're
mä uskon,
building
että
in the
pystyy.
next installment of the Kingdom game series. Kingdom is an atmospheric, side-scrolling,
Tsekataan tähän
microstrategy
traileri.
and tower defense game where you play as the monarch, wielder of the crown of creation, giving you the ability to rule.
Katsotaan tuosta Ubisoftia. Mennään tonne noin. Tsekataan. Tässä on tulee tälle traileri Division 2 uutta sisältöä. Katsotaan, että tää nyt näkyy oikein. Kyllä. Eli mennäänpä tuohon takaisin. Joo, olkaapa hyvä. Tsekataan tämä. Division 2 liittyy mun kanavan peleihin aika vahvasti.
They say it's always darkest before the dawn. But tomorrow's gonna be a red horizon.
Elikkä tänään.
The cleaners have come to DC. Burning everything in their path. Hunting for something. Only you can stop them. So gear up, Agent. It's gonna be a long night.
PvE.
You've got work to do. It's time to fight fire with fire.
Noin. Eli The Division 2 Red Horizon tänään. Tää on nyt sitten muuttaa ton Manhattanin muistaakseni aika lailla tommoseksi tulimereksi ja kaikkea muuta siistiä. Eli jos siellä on Division 2 pelaajia, niin tänään on päivitys ja tämän lisäksi tähän peliin on tulossa crossplay marraskuussa. Se on varmistettu eilen. Eli Division 2 peli crossplay marraskuussa. Ja uusi tämmönen eventti. Tuossa oli semmonen Dust event jonkin aikaa. Tää on aika makea, kun pelissä pystytään muuttamaan kenttää niin kuin lennosta. Siinä oli semmonen juttu. Halusin vaan näyttää teille, koska niin katsotaanpa onko täällä Xbox. Katsotaan tosta. Onko täällä... Jatkuu täällä tää showcase. Mitä ihmettä? Mitä mulla meni ohi? No niin, nyt ollaan oikeassa. Elikkä Flight Simulator, niin näyttäisi tulee tossa seuraava. Mut joo, tosiaan. Division 2 nyt sitten tänään päivitys ja crossplay marraskuussa. Ihan makea juttu. Jos ei noita uusia pelejä tulisi niin paljon tässä niin lähiaikoina, niin
if we came to Gamescom and didn't talk about Microsoft Flight Simulator, would it even be Gamescom? No. So joining me to talk about the update that you just saw is head of Microsoft Flight Simulator, Jörg Newman, and President and Chief Operating Officer of the National Championship Air Races, Tony Logatetta. Welcome, guys. How are you?
Great. Thank you
for having us. Joo, en tiedä, onko siellä Division 2 tonnia. Mikäli on, niin pistäkääs kommenttia, mitä olette mieltä tuosta päivityksestä. Ja crossplay mun mielestä on makea juttu. Pitäisi vaan melkein pelissä. Tänään ei tosiaan mun naamaa tossa näin, mutta vaan äänittää. Vähän kommentoija.
With a variety of aircraft ranging from small aerobatic biplanes all the way up to World War II warbirds and military training jets. It's really super cool. It's the world's fastest motorsport. Planes get over speeds of 500 miles an hour racing wingtip to wingtip. Up against each other. Oh yeah. Not too many things that go that fast. Not with humans inside them anyway, right? You get some rocket cars and military jets and some commercial airliners, but yeah, it's pretty incredible.
Tulee tänään paljon
I took the ICE train from Frankfurt yesterday. It only goes about half as fast as these.
Gotta catch up. That's incredible. Amazing variety of planes and amazing speeds as well. But
varmasti kaikille jotain. Ja on tulossa vielä survival-peliä.
Yeah, they get very close. So, yes, it's 50 to 350 feet now. So 15 meters above the ground where a lot of them are flying. Yeah, it's very
pretty scary.
Oh yeah, it's incredibly challenging, and it really takes the best pilots in the world to participate in the event.
Yeah. Wow, that's incredible. Nice. Do you like this?
So
Tervetuloa liveen
yeah, I mean, we connected Jörg and his team with a bunch of our most experienced pilots, and it's been so cool to watch them work and just work so hard at making this truly authentic and realistic, bringing what's real into the flight simulator. So now we've got the old Reno racetrack, plus we have the new Roswell track. So really excited for flight sim fans to see it.
I love the design of the Roswell track. That looks really cool.
It's awesome.
And you've spoken about some of the pilots working with the team at Flight Simulator. Jörg, how have you made the team, you and the team made such an experience feel really authentic and realistic in flight sim for the likes of me, who maybe isn't the best pilot just yet anyway?
Yeah, I mean, we couldn't obviously do it without the help of Tony and his team. So we worked with them for like 6 years now.
Cool.
And in Flight Sim 2020, we actually had the Reno Air Race. It's a classic race. And it was fun, it was exciting, and there's a lot of fans, but for Flight Sim 2024, we want to take this a lot further, make it more realistic, and a lot of the realism comes out of the planes. So in Flight Sim 2020, you could just go full throttle forward, and you could fly the race. It's no longer so. Now you actually have to manage the plane. You have to watch your manifold air pressure. You have to watch the engine temperature, and it's a more challenging thing, but it's much deeper. It's a lot more fun. And on top of that, we added another race class, the short takeoff and landing race class. You saw it in the trailer. They're like super close to the ground. It's like a 1-to-1 versus race. Also super fun.
Wow, it sounds really good and really fun. Yep. I'd love to have a go, and we actually have experiences here at Gamescom, right, on the Xbox booth?
Yes. Like, so it's right over there. Like it's the first time anybody outside the team can play the National Championship Air Races. We have a leaderboard. The leaderboard is a daily leaderboard. Whoever yesterday was on it for like a brief moment.
Oh, well done, you.
Yeah, but. No, so whoever gets the top prize gets a really cool remote control P-51. We brought 7 of those planes. They're the fastest ones in the race, 500 miles an hour.
Wow.
And we'll see who wins.
Okay, well maybe I'll have to have a go and try and win that prize for myself afterwards. Tony, thank you so much for joining us to tell us about the National Air Race Championships and what we can look forward to in Flight Sim with that. Can you let me know when that's coming out now?
Yeah, so the real live event is coming up in 3 weeks. It's September 16th to 20th in Roswell, New Mexico.
Not long at all. How exciting.
And we're going to start flighting it in Flight Sim, and it's releasing October 13th.
Yep.
Awesome.
So get ready.
Get ready. You better get ready. Now, Jorg, as usual, I know that's not all. Have you got something else to share with us today?
Just a little.
Just a little. Let's take a look.
Yeah, so I'm from Germany, as you probably know, right? So let's watch the trailer first.
Siellä on saksalaiset ylpeitä. Toivoisin, että trailereissa näytettäisiin enemmän gameplaytä. Niin kuin varmaan osa tässä onkin. Se olisi ihan selkeästi niin ilmoitettu, että milloin sitä on ja milloin video. Pelissä kuin pelissä. Voi olla aika rentouttavaa hommaa tietysti tommonen lentopeli. Varsinkin jos sinne saa vähän musiikkia mielensä mukaan niin poispäin.
Well, Jorg, that is a very pretty plane, but I'd love to know from you, is there anything about that that's special or any extra context I should know?
Yes, so as you know, I'm from Germany, here in Cologne. I love to come here and announce German planes. It's one of my favorite things in the world. This one, it's called the Heinkel HE-70 Blitz. It was the fastest plane in its time. So in 1930, Lufthansa, which is a big German airline, they wanted a plane to connect Hamburg, Berlin, Frankfurt and Cologne. And so this was the fastest plane of the time. It broke 8 of the world's speed records and has a special design. I don't know if you saw it, it was very innovative. So it had retractable undercarriage, was the first time that any airliner did that. It had the retractable air coolant for the engine, and that made it the fastest plane. It flew like 200 miles an hour back then, which was shocking. They only made 324. And none of them survived. The last one was scrapped, unfortunately, in 1954. So when we decided to bring this back, we had to find all the people who know anything about it. Museums, aviation enthusiasts, and they helped us a ton. And it took many years to do this, and I think the end result is fantastic, and everybody's super happy. And I can't wait for everybody to play it. It launches today, as a matter of fact, right now.
That's a little celebration. Oh my gosh! Well, I can't wait to check out as well. Great context with the history and something a bit personal for you as well. That's lovely, Jorg. I really love the way you and a lot of the team are working to preserve such iconic, historic aircraft like the Blitz. And the other thing I love about Microsoft Flight Simulator is your dedication to bringing our planet to life throughout the digital representation of Earth.
Yeah, we call it the digital twin, and honestly at Microsoft we're so lucky. I feel so lucky. We have organizations like Bing Places, we used to be Bing Maps, Planetary Science, and we have partners like Maxar Imaging, Vexel. We now have 500 cities photogrammetry that's like 3 to 10 centimeter resolution, so crazy good. And typically when we come to Gamescom, we're really thoughtful, like what should we show? In the last years, we always brought Germany, it was obviously a focus, Switzerland, Austria, and this year we thought, why not go above the Alps? You know, it's summer, it's warm, Italy is beautiful. So here it is, City Update 16, Italy.
Italia. Tässä on kopterit myös. Kyllä voisi ihan olla rentouttava peli niin lentäillä. Kuinkahan hyvin nämä on mallinnut tämän. Se on Marina. Joo, en tiedä. Laittakaa sieltä kommenttia, mitä olette mieltä, kiinnostaako tippaa tuo niin lentopeli. Itseä ei, mutta ihan vain on niinku hienoa peliä ovat tehneet kyllä, mutta ei siitä pääse mihinkään. Ei näistä peleistä ne ei tarvi olla semmoisen, että itse aina pelaa, että voi arvostaa. 2024.
I mean, I'm definitely excited to be back at Gamescom, but boy, do I want to go to Italy right about now. How about it, York? You coming with me?
I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go to the beach. No, I'm seriously. I've been to northern Italy. I love Italy. I've been to northern Italy, like Bolzano, which we call Bozen, the Dolomites. But I've never been to San Marino. I've never been to Sardinia, Sicily. I'm super excited that people can go explore these places now. And this is also launching right now. And 2020 and 2024.
Wow, how exciting both. We can go and explore. Amazing. Now, York, that's a lot of aviation already, but you said you had maybe another announcement for us?
Yes, and this one is personal. So like, for a few years now, we've tried to find a partnership with Lufthansa, which is the German flag carrier airline. And after all these years, I'm so happy to announce that we now have a relationship with Lufthansa. We're bringing delivery to the sim. And what's really perfect about this, Lufthansa is celebrating its 100th anniversary this year. They made a special livery on some of their fleet, the 100-year anniversary livery, and we're bringing that also to Flight Sim. Makes me so happy, I can't tell you.
Amazing, congratulations.
Tervetuloa liveen vaan kaikki. Mahtava homma siellä porukkaa taustalla.
Would you like to take a look at that? Would you like to show us maybe?
Yes, we have a little quick
Tämä oli pitkä presentaatio. Saa paljon ruutuaikaa. Flight Simulator.
Copy that. Lufthansa Super getting into position.
Ehkä tässä pelissä eniten kiinnostaa nuo maisemat ja eri lentokoneet ja näin. Koska pointtina on päästä pisteestä A pisteeseen B, niin en tiedä onko siinä sitten muuten niin mitään kiehtovaa. Nuo maisemat varmasti on kyllä
Jorg, that looks absolutely gorgeous. I love the livery. I can't wait to fly them as well. And congratulations again for that partnership. I love that that's personal for you and to the team.
It's a match made in heaven.
Oh, fantastic. Love to hear it.
Seuraava,
now, Jorg,
kiitos.
before we let you go, I have a little challenge for you.
Okay.
You are head of Microsoft Flight Simulator, so I would like to hear how many planes you can name in 30 seconds. Are you up for it?
Okay.
Okay,
Planes?
let's get that timer starting. And now.
All right, Cessna 170, 172, 175, 180, 182, 185, 190, 195, 206, 207, Boeing 707, Boeing 717, 27, 37, 47, 57, 67, 77, 87, Airbus 220, 220, 319, 320, 321, 330, 340, 350, 380, and then X1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Enough. Well done, York.
X-planes.
I'm going to say that was like at least 1 million plays. So well done.
I want to count.
Okay, we'll review it in post. York, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much for bringing so much for us to enjoy and joining us into this excursion into the world of aviation. Great to see you. Have a great Gamescom. But for you guys here, these 4 days in August, Cologne is the epicenter of gaming. With all the latest news and titles, including these next 4 games, set to make their debut on an Xbox, PC, or a handheld near you. And some could be dropping a little sooner than you think.
There are treasures here that could change your life.
Seuraava.
The ones who have gone inside have been pretty silent for the years.
Tää on vähän niinku Nintendolla pelais vai mikä Commodore 64.
Or different, aren't you?
Kyllä nää tämmöset retro-tyyliset pelit on nykyään aika suosittuja. Ei se grafiikka aina ole niinku se ykkönen pelissä.
Which meal will be your last?
Joo, ei oo mun peli. Vaikka kuinka. Deep Dish Dungeon. 13. lokakuuta.
This is a Paris that I no longer recognize. Every darkened corner is a tombstone, a reminder.
Nyt on jo ampumista. Ollaan vähän niinku suunta jo oikee.
Tell me, do you think I'm chasing a fool's path?
Mutta yksin peli ihan selvästi voi onko. Demons. Ei oo mun peli. Mä näen sen heti. Tammikuun 7. Elikkä julkaisupäivä taas nyt kuitenkin tulee. Armatus. Joo, siellähän se lukikin. Julkaisupäivä tammikuun 7. Nää on tosi lyhyitä välillä nää, että tässä ei varmaan kovin kauan mene, kun päästään tuohon Datestaan. Ja oletaan, että siitä tulee aika paljon. Katsotaan.
Let me once again welcome you to Blake Manor.
Koska nämä presentaatiot on välillä tosi lyhkäisiä. Ne ei uskalla oikein heittää trailereita. Ettei sitten missaa jotain tosi siistiä.
Welcome to the grand seance. I hope whatever you are looking for, you find it here.
Blake Manor. No niin.
Hey survivors.
No niin, let's
The
go.
heart of Daisy Badlands is now geopolitical intrigue and countless stories waiting to be told. Most importantly, your story. But instead of being just survivors stranded on the coast, we now expect you to become nomads, mercenaries, and local to know the lay of the land. In short, you are expected to be more experienced, hardened, and shrewd. However, our motto, "This is your story," is still very much in effect. That means we still expect you to approach it in your own way and pace. You will lead your own story, by dying a lot. At first, this might happen because of prolonged exposure to the sun or extreme dehydration, since standing water is scarce in Nasdara. But you know what you are doing. You will search for regional clothing with low insulation, keep yourself in the shade, and maybe even team up with another player to restore a broken down well so you can share the water. And then they can betray you. Let's say you have the basics of survival figured out. you found some decent gear, interesting food and drinks to keep you going, a friendly companion to travel with, and motorcycles that can take you farther than you've ever gone before. Anyhow, at this point you will want to upgrade to better gear and find stronger protection. You'll have multiple points of interest to choose from, like these examples. But of course these areas will also attract other players, meaning there's always a risk of getting killed on sight. But there's a less risky and more interesting option. For this we suggest picking up a personal radio. These are no longer just tools for long distance communication, they can now receive transmissions that you'll need to decode yourselves. It may be worth investigating the locations they lead you to across the land where valuable loot awaits. We won't leave you high and dry, as you'll find resources to help you decode the messages. So, now that you have all the loot you need and more, how do you store it safely? You will be able to rebuild and barricade some of the houses found throughout Nasdara. Whether it is a single room or an entire building, there will be plenty of options to choose from, as long as you can gather the necessary materials for your reconstruction project. And most importantly, shelter is a necessity when it comes to keeping you and your squad safe, especially during a certain event, when all you can do is hunker down, wait it out, and hope it passes. Of course, these are only a few possible lives. As always, this is your story, and we can't wait to see them all. See you in the Badlands on October 15th, survivors.
October 15th. Noniin, siinä tuli julkaisupäivä.
November 15th, 2001. A new console, a green logo. It was called the Xbox. And it's now been 25 years, so hey, let's celebrate. And there's no better way than with new accessories and a lot of green. And I'm here with Scott Weber, Senior Hardware PM Lead Design for Xbox. And Scott, tell us a little bit about all this amazing collection.
Yeah, we've got a lot of really cool stuff here. So we worked with all of our hardware partners that designed for Xbox to put a collection of products together inspired by 25 years of Xbox. Translucent green, we've got audio, keyboard, and mouse, all the way down to a blind box mobile controller there from Backbone with 3 colorways inspired by the original consoles. And the you'll see the little halo in there, maybe a blue for the Japan exclusive.
That's right, they're so sick. And like you said, you've got a good spread for all kinds of gaming experiences. I mean, players love using a black Razer mouse. That's a pretty classic shot. I see we've gone for a splash of green here. So green is the new black. Tell us a bit about the Basilisk.
Absolutely. I mean, the highest quality stuff you can get, amazing polling rate, everything you'd expect from Razer. 75% size keyboard is also really cool, very popular right now. People are liking a little bit more tight and compact for their gaming setup, so super excited about these.
These are super sick. And you've even got, I think, your own Xbox key on it as well if you wanted to swap it out.
That's right, yeah, you can pop that and the game bar comes right up. It's really nice features when you're gaming. That's specifically bound to that. And you can, have all your socials right there, chat with all your friends, whatever else you need to do, manage your captures.
Hell yeah, I do a lot of capture. I'm not saying the gameplay's good, but I'm capturing at least.
Perfect. Yeah.
We've also got some hammerheads as well. Again, in that same kind of translucent green. Yeah, it's really sick. What's the deal with the hyperspeed hammerheads?
These are so cool, right? So for a long time, we'd had requests for earbuds for console, right? And we never had the ability to do these. Now in this translucent green, this is actually something that connects directly to your console. So you still want to use these for on the go, you want to use them on your PC, that's great. But you can connect these directly to your console and get, latency-free 2.4 gigahertz sound.
Nice.
Perfect.
So it uses Xbox Wireless protocol?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Very cool. It's just a little dongle that plugs into the back, and you're good to go.
Really nice. And then, what about when it's time to charge your controller? Because, I mean, I'm hoping to pick up one of the new Xbox 25th anniversary controllers. Can I charge that thing up with anything nice?
Yes, that 8-bit DOE charger right there is so cool. It perfectly matches the design, right?
Yeah.
So we've worked with them, worked with our team, industrial design team, to make sure that we have sort of a seamless experience that goes all the way through. It's the perfect way to display your very special controller, which we know is already a hot ticket item.
So sick. We were speaking to Carl Ledbetter yesterday about the design of the X25 console and how much went into getting the right kind of the green. Is it the same process for the charging stand as well?
Yes, absolutely. We work very closely with Carl's team to ensure that whatever's done from a first-party standpoint, our third parties are able to take advantage of the same thing. So it's a whole process of color matching and back and forth samples being sent, and Carl's always been a wonderful support in that.
I love that team collaboration. Yeah. And then in terms of, if I wanted to bundle all these together, maybe to take them home with me right now, is there anything else that's pretty handy for that?
Power Ice Sling Bag right here. Not only is this great for just stuffing whatever in, but it's actually a perfect fit for the Ally as well. So Ally is right behind us. That fits in there perfectly. There's room for a controller up here too. So this is kind of a handy thing. If you were at FanFest last night, you might have walked away with one. So we're excited for everybody to get their hands on this.
Well, while you're just packing this all away for me in one of those so I can go home with that, thank you so much. But we're actually going to head over now to Charlie with the latest on the next installment of the Dragon's Dogma franchise.
No niin, nyt tulee Dragon's
The Dragon's Dogma community has been eagerly awaiting the newest expansion, Dragon's Dogma 2 Dark Arisen, since it was announced earlier this summer. Well, get ready, because it's time to check out the latest gameplay right from our stage. Joining me now, Dragon's Dogma 2 Dark Arisen producer Yoshiaki Hirabayashi and director Kento Kinoshita, along with interpreter Patrick Shields. Welcome to Gamescom, everyone.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us. So, what I want to ask first, we're going to dive straight into the demo, and we're going to be focusing on this fallen dragon encounter we see here. So, why was this quest considered the one you wanted to show off, and why is it the best way to showcase what players can experience in this new region?
今回遊んでもらう利害の竜のクエストはなぜデモ版に入れたくて入れたんですか？どのような体験をユーザーに提供したかったんでしょうか？
はい、今回ドラゴンズドグマ2ダークアリズンのノルガンの冒険においてプレイヤーが初めて出会う脅威のエネミーなのでそれを体験していただきたくてこのシーンに切り出しています。
The Fallen Dragon is the first really powerful enemy that you're going to encounter in the new icy region of Norgan, so I just wanted to get straight to the point and let anyone who's trying out this demo discover just how tough it is.
Love that. Let's dive right in, and I want to pick up on the setting as we're going into the game as well. So you mentioned this like snow blanketed area as well. So when we see these mountains and this landscape that you've generated, what did the team want to create with this new region, and what impression did you want to make on players for the very first time? I mean, look at that.
このように美しく雪に包まれた雪の国ですけど、プレイヤーにどういう印象を与えたくて、どういうコンセプトがあってこのモチーフの地域にしたのでしょうか？
はい、本編とは違う新しい体験を皆さんに楽しんでいただきたくて、こういった本編にはなかった雪に包まれた大地で遊んでもらいたいと思ってそこをコンセプトにしました。
The concept was really something completely different from the base Dragon's Dogma 2 game. We've never seen such a frozen wasteland in the context of this game, and this icy region I thought would just completely refresh the Dragon's Dogma 2 experience in players' eyes.
Absolutely. We're straight into the combat as well. There we go. It's worth mentioning as well that pawns are a really important system to the Dragon's Dogma franchise. So what role do they play as the player explores this new region of Norgan?
ポーンはやはりドラゴンズドグマならではの要素なので重要な USP だと思うんですけど、ノルガンではどういう役割を満たすのでしょうか？
はい、まず今回この今見えている砦に行きます。
So what we're doing right now is someone in the village settlement has asked us to go up to the fort that he just showed on the screen. There's some mysterious events going on, so we're going to go and check that out.
ポーンはクエストの目的地に連れて行ってくれますし、戦闘でもプレイヤーのことをたくさんサポートしてくれます。
The pawns are going to support us in a variety of different ways, not just combat support and lending a helping hand with these enemies, but they're actually going to show us the way to the stronghold and guide us on our adventure.
Amazing. And they're imbuing your items as well. That's why we're glowing here, yes?
今炎に包まれているのはポーンがその炎属性をキャストしてくれたおかげなんですね。
はい。ポーンがプレイヤーに炎のギフトをくれました。
Exactly. They've granted you the gift of fire just in time for the icy enemies.
Nice, perfect touch. Love that. Oh, there's also a new feature that's been added, right? A new way to initiate conversation and interactions with pawns.
今回新しく追加されている自分からポーンに指示できる要素があると聞いたんですけど、何なんでしょうか？
はい、命令を追加してまして、エクスプロアっていう探索をしなさいという命令だったり、近くに来てハイタッチをしようっていう命令が追加されています。
Yeah, we've added the explore command, which will command your pawns to check out the area and see if they can find anything. And also for the first time, you can actually suggest to the pawn, let's do a high five. This is something that was previously only organic, but now you can make it happen yourself.
Can we make a high five happen?
じゃあぜひハイタッチを命令してください。
High five!
今まだ戦ってるんでもうちょっと後でやります。
They're right in the middle of the battle, so maybe I'll leave them to it and give
fine.
them a moment.
You owe me a high five though, okay? Could could you tell us a little bit more about the design philosophy as well behind these? I mean, these really unique combat encounters. We just saw that the environment when you walked through that pillar there landed on someone too. So it's a pretty unique way you can fight through this universe.
こういうつららですとか、雪の氷の国ならではのギミックもあると思うんですけど、その辺のデザインのフィロソフィーとコンセプトについて教えてください。
そうですね。本編になかったこの地形を使ったりギミックを使った体験を大事にして、戦う以外の戦術としてこういった要素が楽しめるように作っています。このつららに敵を刺したりすることもできます。
Yeah, as you pointed out, things like these spiky ice spikes and icicles. I didn't want the frozen waste to just be a visual effect. It's really something that is part of the environment, and you can use these traps and gimmicks to fight enemies any way you wish. So it adds a certain extra level of strategic combat nuance that you couldn't find in the other regions.
Wonderful, I love that. Oh, we found a spooky cave. I think so. I wanted to actually tap in on something. I think when you open the chest, if my memory serves, yes, there we go, spoils are a really important element when it comes to player's progression and adventure. So how does this experience compare with a traditional loot system?
従来通りの、宝箱を開けてルートをもらうシステムと今回の遺産品を入手して鑑定するシステムはどのような違いがあるのでしょうか。
今回この遺産品は戦闘の中で敵を倒しても手に入りますし、さっきみたいに探索でも手に入ることができます。
Firstly, the relic system is not limited to combat. As we saw, you'll be able to discover little nooks and crannies throughout the map, and you can find relics in hidden treasure boxes. So there's a variety of ways to get them.
Sorry.
これは鑑定することで、どのような武器か防具が手に入るようになります。
Deeply unserious gameplay here.
Anyway, back to the relics.
Wait, is that a snowball? What is going on?
Yeah, so once you get the relics, you're going to want to go back to the settlement, and by appraising them, you can discover exactly what spoils you've received and what kind of weapon or armor you got.
I see, fantastic. I also noticed as well, so many things just went on there, but I want to go back to when you were walking up the hill just then. The player was sort of shielding themselves from the weather. I'm assuming that's something that's unique to this area that we've not seen before.
今いろんなことが同時に起こってたと思うんですけど、確かに毛布武器に向けてプレイヤーキャラクターが手を上げて変えてる演出があったんですけど、その辺のちょっとゲームプレイの要素について、仕様について教えてもらえますか。
はい、このフィールドならではの風向きがあるんですね。で、風向きの向いてる方に向かい風の場合は手をもう寒いんで手を当ててちょっと動きが遅くなったりする演出が入っています。逆に追い風になるとプレイヤーは早く動いたり遠くまでジャンプができます。
Yeah, this wind system is not just about the fact that it's freezing cold. You actually have to work with or against the wind direction. So at times whenever he's holding his hand up, that means he's walking into the wind and it's going to slow down your progress and make you colder. But if you're going in the opposite direction, actually having the wind at your back can be a benefit and it can make you move faster.
He snowballs. He's a menace. Tell him he's a menace.
もう意地悪なんですね、遊び方が。
いや、紹介ですよ。
All I want to do is show you the features.
Oh, thank you, thank you. There's crazy, crazy features. Also, am I right in saying that this is kind of a weird place to be encountering ghouls? Is this hinting at something else that's maybe wrong with the area?
このような設定にグールっていう敵がいるのはなんかちょっと違和感を感じますけど、それなんかのヒントになってたりするんでしょうか。
そうですね。本来このノルガンという土地にはグールのような魔物はいなかったんです。でも村の小集落にいる NPC のドリたちからこの砦で異変が起きてるから調べてくれと言われてここに来ているので、その中で今グールに出会って何か異変が起きているという状況です。
Exactly. The reason we've come up to this fort is because the people in the village have told us something strange is going on up here. We've never seen these kind of undead creatures, so we want you to go and investigate. And really, there shouldn't be ghouls up here in the icy waste of Norgan, so we're going to have to find out what the source of this infestation is.
Absolutely, and the best way to figure that out is another new feature that you guys have added, which is 6 skill slots you have now, so 2 brand new ones. So why was that addition important for players in this update?
今探索と戦闘している間に、確かに武器のスキルが、4つから6つセットできるようになっている状況でのプレイなんですけど、なぜそういうふうに仕様を変更したのでしょうか。
はい、ユーザーの皆さんからいろいろお声をいただいて、戦闘は楽しいんだけれどももう少しカスタムスキルをセットしたいんだというご要望も たくさんいただいたので、カスタムスキルのセット数を4から6に増やしています。
The increase in the skill slots was really a response to player feedback. As you said, it was only 4 slots in the base game, and we heard from a lot of players that while they loved the combat action of the game, they just felt a little bit limited in terms of their toolset variety. So boosting that up to 6 slots, I think, just gives you so many more options at a given time, and
everyone wants to do more.
Yeah,
right?
It gives you extra depth to your gameplay.
こちらのカスタムスキルが4から6になるのは9月の2日に予定しているタイトルアップデートですでにもうドラゴンドクマ2本体の方で体験することが可能です。
This isn't a DLC exclusive feature though. We're adding in the extra skill slots in the update which we've just announced this morning is coming on 2nd of September European time, 1st of September Pacific time. You'll be able to update your base Dragon's Dogma 2 game and enjoy that extra 2 skill slots even if you haven't yet got into Dark Arisen.
Fantastic news. Feels like Christmas. What a gift. I'm wondering, do you have any favorite class types to fight as, or anyone that you guys tend to roll with immediately?
テストプレイとかプライベートでも好んで選ぶジョブとかありますでしょうか？
僕はファイターのスラッシュ&ボードの遊び方が好きなので、よくこのファイターを選んで遊んでいます。
I believe simple is best, so I stick to the fighter. You know, they call it sword and board gameplay, and that suits me perfectly. So I stick with the fighter usually.
Amazing. What's that? I'm gonna guess that's the fallen dragon we saw at the beginning.
これは一体何でしょうか？利害の竜という存在だったりするのでしょうか？
はい、このシーンの目玉となるボスバトルが始まります。
Yeah, this is the key centerpiece of this quest. It's the battle with the fallen dragon.
It's got a really how do I say this as a compliment? That's a really horrible looking dragon. And I'm gonna guess the ghouls are connected to him in some way because he's spitting them up.
この不気味な要素からすると、おそらくグールの存在に関連している存在。今まさしく喋ってる間に吐き出して、
グールを吐き出して、グールも迫ってきますし、このドラゴンとも戦わなきゃいけない非常に危機の楽しめるシチュエーションです。
Exactly. While you were asking, he literally puked up those ghouls. Yeah. So they're you know, question asked, question answered, and they're going to add a little bit of extra spice to this boss battle. You're not just taking on this huge dragon, but you have this crowd of ghouls to try and manage as well. Yeah.
Absolutely. And clearly, you can see from the screen right here, if anyone hasn't played any Dragon's Dogma gameplay, that health bar is pretty monstrous. So we know that this dragon is an immense threat to this region. So why was he the best one to show off for this experience? Is it because he was big, mean, ugly, and difficult, or was there another reason?
HP ゲージとドット数からすると相当手強い敵だと思うんですけど、あえてこの高難易度の敵をデモのクエストとして選びたかったのでしょうか。チャレンジングな内容ということをアピールしているものでしょうか。
そうですね。チャレンジングな内容もアピールできたらいいと思ってたんですけれども、いいと思ってるんですけれども、それ以上にこのノルガンのストーリーに対して重要なドラゴンだから紹介したくてシーンに入れています。
That's certainly one aspect, you know, showing you that there's really meaty challenge awaiting you in Dark Arisen, but also the Fallen Dragon is really a key puzzle piece to the game's storyline. So I wanted to choose a quest where people can get an experience of what awaits them in the story as well.
He's crawling all over his head now. I mean, it's amazing gameplay. I absolutely love it. And it's so good to see a battle with a dragon because it's such a defining feature of the series. So, can you tell us some more maybe memorable moments we can expect from this combat encounter?
今回のボス戦は今頭に登ったりしてると思うんですけど、他に何か期待できるサプライズな要素ですとか、チャレンジングの部分を紹介してもらっていいでしょうか。
はい、これからもう少し頑張って攻略していくんですけれども、このドラゴン心臓がないんです。
I'm going to keep trying to take him down, and you'll probably see some changes as the fight progresses. But it's quite easy to notice right now that this dragon actually has no heart in its chest. There's a hollow hole.
Wow, that's the blue that we're seeing. It also doesn't have a head anymore.
またこのように頭を壊してもまだ動くのです。
He may have lost his head, but he's gonna not just die instantly. So don't worry, the battle isn't over.
So here now we're not sign of good things.
HP ゲージが効いたのはもう終わってるっていうわけではないんです。
そうなんです。
Yeah, still not over.
Oh no. And the health bar is completely back.
もう完全に回復したじゃないですか。HP ゲージ。
はい。
And so are all the ads.
そうです。まだグール生えてきますし、まだ動くので、 プレイヤーはどうやったら倒せるのかを
Pitkä
探して戦うことが
Yeah, you quickly realize that even a beheading won't do it, and also the ghoul puking is back. So at this point, the player is thinking, "How am I going to beat this thing?"
Absolutely.
Itse on niinku
He's lost an
co-opin
arm now as well. I'm going to guess now's a really bad time to ask the pawns to high five, right?
Meillä on esimerkiksi meidän Discordissa niin Valhalla ihan oma puhekanava kanssa. Siellä on porukka, jotka pelailu sitä.
Well, it's kind of an undead dragon essentially,
yeah,
so some of the parts that we've cut off are starting to regenerate as well, so it's pretty tough.
So does that mean you need to change up your strategy in fighting this, or is this maybe a lost battle to begin with?
Kauan kestää tuo taistelu kyllä mun mielestä.
そうですね。物語を通してこのドラゴンを倒す方法を探さなくてはなりません。
Through the course of the storyline, you're going to have to realize, taking on board that you couldn't beat it this first time, you need to find a way to slay this dragon, and that's going to be the centerpiece of the story.
Wow, okay. I mean, you've really put a nail in the coffin there. There's no way you're going to come back from that.
ですが、ここでもう一人
Mut joo, niinku esimerkiksi Division 2
just whenever we thought things were lost, we're going to find some support from a surprising source.
This mysterious woman. Am I allowed to know who this is?
この謎に包まれた女性の存在についてなんか教えてもらえることはありますか？
どうぞ。ここからはこの女性がどういう風にこの竜と自分と関わるのかはぜひゲームプレイを通して楽しんでいただきたいんです。
Well, I would love to spill all the secrets right now, but I really want everyone to enjoy the game, so I'm going to leave it for you to find out when you get your hands on Dark Arisen.
Fair enough. I can't ask for anything more. So let's recap everything that we spoke about today. So there's new environments, new exploration mechanics, spoil system, narrative mysteries, but what do you think will surprise long-time Dragon Dogma fans most when they first set foot in this region?
今回新しいエリアや戦闘、コンバットでできることをいろいろ紹介してもらったと思うんですけど、ドラゴンズドグマの既存ファンが一番驚く新要素は何だと思いますか？
一番驚く新要素はいくつもあるんですけれども、ちょっと今日ご紹介したい内容としては。 今まで本編にもなかったんですけれども、このレリックを集めるために小集落にいる狼を連れてレリックを探せることがチャームポイントになってます。
I think players will be surprised and delighted by a lot of the new features, but if I had to pick one, I would say that we showed you getting relics through combat and also through finding them in little parts of the map, but there's another way you can get them, which is in the settlement. There's actually a wolf who, if you befriend the wolf by feeding it, it'll bring you out into the world and discover relics for you. So it's a brand new companion and another way to find relics.
I love that. That sounds fantastic. Okay. Well, I have one final question before we go. We couldn't get to see a high five in the game, but can I maybe have a high five here today? Is that okay?
最後になかなかゲームではできなかったハイタッチをもうリアルでここでできませんか？
Amazing! High five! Thank you so much. Thank you. Patrick, bring it in. Thank you so much. Well, have an amazing day. Thank you so much for joining us today. And coming up next, the team from Infinity Ward stops by to talk Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4
Modern Warfare 4.
From the beta, and we also take a trip to the Call of Duty booth experience to find out what fans are getting their hands on throughout the show. But first, get out your whip sword. This is Son of Tanjai.
Ei vielä, ensin jotain muuta. Jaha, tässä on nyt vähän Assassin's Creed-tyylinen peli heti selvästi. Tarinavetoinen ilmeisesti. Sniikkauspeli.
எப்படி சாக வேண்டும் வலியில் துடித்தா வலி இல்லாமலா
Kyllä tulee tosi kovasti mieleen Assassin's Creed heti. Mutta ei kyllä ole.
கள்ளுக்கடைக்கு போகலாம் காலா குடிக்க அல்ல முடிக்க.
Joo, kohta tulee Modern Warfare 4 reveali. Mulla on veikkaus mitä siellä on tulossa. Mä en uskaltanut puhua aikaisemmin vielä. Noita liikkejä on aika paljon kaikenlaisia. Pitääkö paikkaa. Saattaa olla jotain tosi siistiä tulossa. Tää näyttää ihan Ihan hienosti tääkin peli. Oho. Son of Sanjay.
என்னை காப்பாற்றுவதை விட்டால் உனக்கு வேறு வேலை இல்லையா?
Tossa ei lue PlayStationia, mutta se ei meinaa sitä. Ihan siitä syystä, että tää on Xbox Showcase. Pitää tarkistaa. Mä en ihan kaikista peleistä tiedä. Onko ne joka alustalla. Mutta aika tyypillisesti niin Xbox on jättänyt PlayStation-logon pois. Tietysti, koska nämä on niiden oma showcase ja päinvastoin.
Each relic you discover was built by memory. Some of them are...
Joo, tosiaan ennen Modern Warfare 4 revealia, niin se tulee pelattavaksi huomenna kaikille avoin beta. Joka alustalle, Xbox, Pleikkari, PC. Huomenna illalla pystyy pelaamaan jo. Mä en muista ihan tarkkaa kelloaikaa, mitä se aukesi. Ne varmaan kertoo sitten tässä. Mä oletan, että nähdään vähintäänkin mitä on luvassa. Seuraavassa betassa, eli ensimmäinen Early Access beta oli viime viikolla, mistä pelaajat ja nyt aukeaa kaikille sitten ihan ilmatteeksi huomenna. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 beta päästä testaamaan, ei maksa mitään.
Hi, I'm Min from Bonfire Studios. We're super excited to announce that Archeron is coming to consoles. We've been playtesting as a team for years. We've expanded it into PC, and now we're bringing our playtesting to Xbox. I'm here with Jeremy and Elliot, and we're going to talk to you about how much we love our game and why it's fun and different. So how would you describe Archeron to a friend?
I would describe it as like an isometric, ability-based, competitive PvP game.
Bang.
Use that one. There's more, right?
Yeah.
But if you just kind of get to the core of it, that's how I would describe it.
To someone who's never played the game before, how would we describe our combat?
Yeah, I would say the first thing is if you look at a screenshot or you watch a couple of videos of Archeron, you would guess how it plays, but you'd probably be wrong. I think the combat in general, it might look like an ARPG or something else like that, but it plays more like a shooter, which is why it's really perfect for a controller. I think that the combat itself is dynamic. Like game sense really matters. Your combination, rotation of abilities really matter. Your aim is very important, and then team play is super critical. I think if players have a foundation in twin stick shooters, I think they're going to feel right at home playing Archeron on controller. You know, the combat is aim your attacks in front of your character model. There's no aim assist on anything, PC or controller. So accuracy really matters. And because we are an item-based game, there are some items that'll give you like an aerial effect or skill shot ability. So that might remind you more of like a MOBA.
And that's where the magic I think unlocks is like when you actually start figuring out the movement, knowing what the items are, and then aiming in. And that first time you do that, wrenching cleaver leap, and then you land on a player, it's like magic. So we've got these really cool characters in the game called Eternals. They give you access to these different playstyles. Can you tell us a little bit about what Eternals actually do in the game?
Yeah, so Eternals were kind of designed to be a synergistic gameplay scenarios. Because we have a loadout system and you can pick different items from different Eternals, when you become a full Eternal, each item is meant to pair well with the rest of the loadout.
You made a lot of these Eternals. Like, do you have a favorite child?
They're all my favorite. The Eternal that I love playing the most right now probably is Hollow. She's just always been a playstyle that I really like. Using the wall to separate the enemy, it's super fun. Being able to root somebody with the Sneklin special ability and that be the initiator is awesome. Then you kind of sit back and kind of range people down and support your team a little bit more. You can start that way, and I would definitely encourage people to start that way if they find something that they like. But man, at least me personally, I love shatter builds. 2-2, give me 2-2 all day. When you start memorizing what set bonuses are, you're like infinite possibilities.
Yeah. We've got two different ways to play. Can you tell us a little bit about Spires?
Yeah, so Spires is an arena climb game mode, so it's 3v3. You get your items by purchasing them before you enter a best of 3 match. And you'll repeat that process. It's a super great way to learn items and get item familiarity and get repetitions with things that resonate with you.
I know, Elliot, you like Spires a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I like both game modes for different reasons, but I think Spires is a great way to kind of warm up to even get into Ascension. You know, like Jeremy said, this could be the nice way you start, and then you kind of graduate into Ascension mode.
I think that's a good segue to jump into Ascension. So, playing Spires, you're getting the reps, you're mastering combat.
Right.
Now you've learned that, you're jumping into Ascension, what's happening in there?
Yeah, so if Spires is all about player agency and selecting what you want and getting familiar with it and getting reps with the things that you're into, Ascension starts you with nothing. And there's 45 other players, 15 teams of 3. You all start with nothing. You need to loot on each floor, find your items, build your loadout, synergize with your team, and at some point, the beacons will call. You're kind of just building tension. Every beacon fight feels like the final fight of another larger scale multiplayer match. The top one has the added tension. And all right, this is for all the marbles.
You make it all the way to the top and you win that one. I just feel like that's just peak Archeron.
Yeah.
It's just how charged you feel when you win 4 fights in a row is just pretty nuts. So we've told you a lot about how fun Ascension is to play. Now we're going to show you the final fight of an Ascension match from our morning playtest.
Joo, nyt venytetään vielä.
Run, carrot. Go.
Ehkä justi ehtii käymään veskistä. Tulee uutta infoa MV4.
Tilfer's down. Got a Tilfer. I'm watching Tilfer's body.
Full healing.
Oh.
I'll be right there. He's rezzing.
Nope. Healing. Oh, I got no heal.
Mä yritän tuossa presentaatioaikana olla vähän hiljaa. Mitä kuuluu.
Thank you so much for allowing us to share Archeron with you today. The game's coming to Xbox very soon in our cross-platform closed beta. We hope you'll join us there, and if you're interested, go to our website for more information. Beta. See you in the tower.
Crossplay beta, kyllä. Tossa ei tietenkään lue pleikkari. En ole ihan varma nyt.
Welcome to the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 booth, where we've got 24 demo stations where players are getting the chance to go experience some thrilling 6v6 multiplayer matches. Weekend 1 of the open beta kicks off tomorrow, so we'll throw it to Benny, who is standing by with the team from an Infinity Ward to tell us all the juicy details.
Ei maksa mitään ladata.
So, fresh off the early access beta weekend, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 is on the minds of many of us as one of the biggest games of the year. And here, with what fans can expect from the upcoming open beta, please welcome Infinity Ward's game technical designer,
nyt kerrotaan mitä huomenna
welcome.
betassa.
How's it going? Good to see you, Benny.
How's your Gamescom been going so far?
Dude, it's incredible. The booths are insane. It's sick to see players playing Modern Warfare here. It's been a great time so far.
Yeah, and I want to start off because I know Infinity Ward really find community feedback important. You've been really working on doing that in communication, that you did a tweet earlier today as well. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately throughout both weekends of this open beta, what we're looking to do is find the most feedback and, seeing what are pain points with players, but also what they're really resonating with. So we're doing a bunch of changes, fixing bugs, finding these pain points, these adjustments that we could be doing, and fixing them within Beta Weekend 1, but we also have a huge amount of changes for Beta Weekend 2.
Okay.
We're looking at touching everything from aim assist to movement to weapon balancing to spawns as well. We'll have a full list out at a later time, but we're really looking to hammer down these things for Beta Weekend 2 and ultimately up through launch. But it's been great. It's been exciting for us to hop in alongside the players, hop in kill block with them. We've got a lot of stuff for Beta Weekend 2 in terms of new content. Resurgence as well. There's going to be a huge amount of stuff for players to get into.
Yeah, I'm so excited. We'll get into a bit of this throughout this conversation as well. And yeah, make sure to keep sending your feedback because I know Infinity Ward have been loving getting that from players. But what surprised you about the beta from the closed weekend?
I mean, a lot of stuff, right? We got a lot of great feedback. I think what surprised us was. So we were doing COD Next, right?
Yep.
We were about to get on stage at COD Next, and I hear in my ear, they're like, the first nuke has been achieved. Like,
I know.
They already got nuke in the beta.
Cammy got it.
Yeah. And I was like, it's so sick. I saw the clip. It was incredible. Also seeing players really hop into the mobility course has been super sick. We tried out a lot of different routes internally at the studio. We really hammered down on the mobility course as a way to test our new movement changes. And, devs were staying up late. They were screen recording their screens. And, going back frame through frame on how they could best optimize it. And we thought we had a pretty good time, a pretty good route. And when the beta launched, we saw some of the routes that these players were taking and competing with each other. And it was incredible to see. It was, we watched back through some of the routes themselves. And what was interesting is the routes themselves weren't super different than what we were internally doing at the studio,
Tuli
but the
pelattua
adjustments and the, you know, reloading, you're like, I already have to go down this ladder, let me reload while I'm falling, and then do a roll at the very end, or, you know, go through this section a little bit quicker by some clever jumps and some clever mantles was super surprising and fun for us to see in the beta. So it's been really fun seeing it online.
Yeah, I was obsessed. I was like trying to like even like knife switching, just make sure your melee is out, like shaving every little thing if you can.
Exactly.
What was your fastest time?
Oof.
I felt like throwing you under a bus. I was like, fastest time.
I think we got in the low 40 seconds, I want to say, but we've been seeing sometimes online that just, you know, we're like, how are you doing that? It's insane.
Now, we've obviously got the open beta just around the corner.
Yep.
What can fans expect from that? What new features and modes are players going to get?
A lot. So you're going to be able to play Resurgence for the first time in the beta. So it's been great. You'll be able to play our new Resurgence map, Zodiac.
Yep.
This is something that we have designed in partnership with Beanox, and we've been playtesting a bunch. We're super excited to get a bunch of early Warzone Resurgence feedback. We've been having a great time on this. Oh yeah, you see that?
Execution out of the sky. No more shooting people with pistols.
It looks rad, right? There's so many cool POIs on this map. We're super excited. We also have 2 new modes coming alongside Core MP. We've got Hijack, which is kind of this attack and defend tug-of-war style mode where you're fighting over this data spike in the middle of the map, trying to plant it on the enemy comm station and gain points for your team. We're super stoked with this. We built it with a competitive focus in mind. It's been getting sweaty at the studio. We're excited for players to get their hands on it.
Yeah, I've been in those like studio play tests. They get competitive. Right? Everyone's shouting at each other from across the room. Now with this mode as well, I just saw he just like threw it into someone, like almost like a throwing knife as well.
Yeah, so you wield the spike, it actually takes up the spot of your lethal equipment, and you could either throw it onto the tower, the comms tower like you see right here, or you can walk it in. And if you're really in a pinch and you just need to get someone right away, you can throw it as a lethal, almost like a throwing knife, and bonk it off of them.
I can also see people throwing it across to each other's teammates, a bit like kind of like American football.
Yeah, exactly. And you saw in the clip maybe for a second there, you can actually shoot it out of the air as well. So if you're really clever and really quick on the sticks, you can actually snipe it out and block, playing almost defense for your team.
Oh, that's class. Another big thing that's changed gameplay with Modern Warfare 4, something new that we've seen, is Apex attachments. Can we talk a little bit more about those?
So Apex attachments are the final unlock in your weapon progression journey, and these completely change the way that the gun plays. So here you can see for the ISO, it's got these laser-tipped, or these RFID chips inside of the ammo that once you shoot a target, you can locate them through walls. Here you see the harpoon for one of our marksman rifles. You can see, what do we got here?
It's the M4 Hurricane, right? Is that the M4? It looks like it.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah. So we've got a bunch of,
this is amazing when you like kind of like...
These are insane. These are the throwing knives on the side of the Oris. So if you're in a pinch or you're in these kind of close quarters combat, you can use these as a quick maneuver. For the PPSH, we've got a bunch of really sick Apex attachments to show off. And you want to know a little hack?
Yeah,
I'll show you a little hack.
I always love hacks.
Also, these are sick. Hack is you could actually, if you're playing gunfight, a bunch of our loadouts include the Apex attachments for the weapons. So if you want a sneak peek of them, just queue up some gunfight and you'll be able to play.
Give them a little go.
Before reaching the max level.
Yeah, so, that's the hard thing, because like working way through. And like I really liked one of the features when you rank up weapons in multiplayer, that some of the attachments will also unlock on the other guns.
Yep. So we really wanted to streamline the weapon progression journey this time around and have it be incredibly satisfying where, hey, I already unlocked this attachment on my M4 and I'm leveling up a different rifle. Why do I need to unlock it again? We're just going to let you skip that level and go right on to the next one, making, that first level up, unlock a bunch of attachments, and then progressive weapons down the line, you'll be skipping levels left and right.
Now, multiplayer is obviously such a huge part of Call of Duty, and Modern Warfare 4 is really trying to advance that. Can you tell us sort of more of the vision for Modern Warfare 4 and what innovations that we can expect?
I mean, overall, our vision with multiplayer for this game was to make you feel like you are having the most fluid, grounded experience that you can in a Call of Duty game. With this means that we never want you to feel like you're stuck in an animation or you can't do something. We never want the game to tell you no, right? So you could see this in moments like our new mantling system. Previously, mantling used to kind of be this animation where you felt like you were lumbering over a surface. And now, you know, you can mantle into a slide, you can mantle ADS, you can actually cancel your mantle as well, getting out of it early if you see something and you want to bail out of it early. So our philosophy with multiplayer this time around is to give you the most freedom that we ever have, and have it be the most fluid, grounded, and really polished multiplayer experience that we've had to date. And a lot of that comes with feedback from the community, right? Like what we've been doing with the open beta, or with the early access beta last weekend and the open beta this weekend, is to really see what players love and what we can really polish upon for launch. So that's really been our guiding light, is following what we find to be is true and listening to the community as well.
Yeah, I think it goes back, like people sending, the community sending feedback, kind of making those changes, and also getting in the mobility course so you can like perfect that movement. It really does help.
Yeah. We built it as a way for ourselves to test the movement, but we were having so much fun with it that we wanted to get it in the players' hands.
It's such a fun thing to do because you like try to shave all those times off. But talking about the fun things to do, there's some players don't want to always play a competitive mode. What other fun stuff do we have coming for Modern Warfare 4?
Yeah, I mean, in the second weekend of the beta as well, we have our new ground war experience. This time it's called Combat Outpost, where you're fighting over these 3 key buildings in 2 POIs in Hajin, which is our big map where DMZ will take place. And you're fighting over these big outposts, and every time, the more time you stay on the point, the stronger that your outpost is going to be. You're going to reinforce it, and eventually it's going to start off with these UAV radars, and then it's going to be airdropping in kill streaks for your team. And then if you progress long enough, you're actually going to get tanks, so you can push into the enemy territory and gather more outposts for your team. This is super fun. It's this large-scale vehicular combat. You're going to be playing it on 2 POIs in the beta. It's Imgen Farmland and Wolves Stadium. Both of these are going to offer a new variety of gameplay to play on. It's super fun. You're fighting in these big open areas. You can see our kill streaks come in, have these big air shows combined with this vehicular combat, but also kind of, you know, in part with our close quarters combat where you're actually taking these outposts. So yeah, you can see here some of our kill streaks being called in. This has been a lot of fun. It's played on this large scale combat. It's been a great experience.
It's also, the map looks amazing because of course, super excited for the big map experience later on. And just this is the first opportunity people are going to have with that map, with Hajin. So it's great to see. Also, spawns.
Yeah.
I really want to touch on this because it's such an important part of Call of Duty and like your playing experience. Can you tell us the approach for that with Modern Warfare 4?
I mean, we've gotten a great amount of feedback from the beta, and it's clear that some of our spawns need tuning. So this varies from mode to mode, but what I can say is that we've been in there with you guys in the beta. We are looking at more than just the data. We're looking at the feedback. We're playtesting a bunch of the studio right now, and we've got fixes incoming for spawns, and it's definitely something at the very top of our priority list to work alongside the players, to feel it with you guys, be in the playtests. And it's something that I can tell you right now, we're definitely working as we speak at the studio to make sure that this is perfect, not only for beta weekend 2, but for launch as well. It's definitely something that we are going to continue to work on.
Yeah, I'm really excited. And like, I know you guys play an absolute ton. Like you were saying, we were chatting earlier, you've like played over 16 hours in a day already.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm super excited. I just want to say a big thank you because obviously Modern Warfare 4 here has been making a huge splash.
It's great.
Like you can see all the fans like queuing up, playing, getting the experience, and seeing what we have on offer. What's one thing as well that you're most excited about with Beta Weekend 2 coming up for players?
We got fun new maps coming in. We got Lithium, which is a new 6v6 map, which I love. I'm excited to welcome in more players into the beta itself. You know, we're gonna have a huge suite of players jumping alongside with us. Players will get to play the campaign again as well. That mission is incredible. It really sets the tone for the story and the cast of characters that we really want to show off. And honestly, just hopping in alongside with you guys, it's going to be, you know, we at this studio, we're hearing this feedback, we're gathering it all, but we're also playing alongside you guys, which has been great.
Yeah, I'm just determined to try and get a nuke at some point this weekend. Because like you said, Cammy dropped the first one during COD Next, which was insane.
It was insane, I'm telling you.
You got any tips You want any tips on how players can go ahead and get that nuke?
I don't know. Just be coordinated. Don't play too risky, you know, if you want to get that nuke. But I mean, we saw it at COD Next. We saw it way earlier than I thought we were going to see it.
It happens.
It's incredible.
It happens. I'm excited. Like, obviously, Ghost is going to be available with the beta weekend too. That might help with the UAVs. So I'm excited.
Yeah. They're going to reach 10 new levels as well. You're going to level up to level 30. New perks, new field upgrades, new equipment, new kill streaks. New stuff for player progression,
Okay.
So hit that level 30 as well, and there's a lot of fun stuff for you to play.
There's so much. You've got multiplayer, resurgence. You've got the big map,
kill block, single player,
campaign.
Got a lot of stuff. Yep.
It's got to be the biggest beta ever. But Jack, honestly, thank you so much for coming and talking to us. Like, I really enjoyed it. I'm really excited for the weekend. And yeah, make sure you get involved as well. But yeah, thank you so much, Jack.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, today we've seen the future of gaming, from horror to racing, from sims to first-person shooters, and everything in between. And there is a ton to look forward to, including more than 15 titles available on Xbox Game Pass. Plus, with the biggest games coming to Xbox, like Minecraft Dungeons 2, Gears of War E-Day, EA Sports FC 27, NBA 2K27, Fable, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, and Grand Theft Auto 6. No matter where or how you game, the best place to play is on Xbox. Now to a psychological survival horror game with a unique retro look and feel. Fight and survive against the ominous presence slowly consuming this 90s Polish town. This is Holston.
Otetaan vielä mikä Holston.
Wczoraj przyszedł faks.
Mieltä otta
To jest głębsze niż ubojnia.
Kodibetasta.
Większy niż nowa trójca.
Tulossa sitten isoa mappia pääsee entistä Ground War pelimuotoa silloin joku
Trójcy jedyny na przebłaganie.
Pääsee pelailemaan isolla mapilla ja ajoneuvoilla ja muuta. Aika makea homma. Huomenna tulee pelattua sitä sitten ja ihan uusi mappi, iso mappi. Itelle vähän miellyttävämpää ainakin. Tuo kodi on muuten aika nopea 6x6 pikkumäppeillä. Osa niistä on tosi nopeita. Tossa on ehkä vähän liikkumavaraa paremmin. Katsotaan sitä sitten. Huomenna tulee livestreami ja mä uskon, että me voitais aloittaa live siinä kello 20 huomenna. Modern Warfare 4 betaa sitten. Pelataan varmasti isoa karttaa. Koska mehän se ihan ekaa kertaa sinne. Tähän ei oo kukaan vielä pelannut.
To, czego potrzebujemy. I to, czego chcemy.
Siinä mielessä sitten ihan
rzeczy.
Ihan uutta gameplayta.
Ale tak naprawdę potrzebujesz, żeby...
Luultavasti tossa nyt menee koko viikonloppu sitten Modern Warfare 4 parissa. Melkein sanoisin näin. Annetaan tossa nyt pyöriä taustalla kuitenkin. Mikäs tämä on?
Hello guys, today I'm excited to share a closer look at Tides of Annihilation through our first hands-on demo and story trailer at Gamescom.
Katsotaan äkkiä, että mikä tää on.
At the heart of Tides of Annihilation is our door online battle system.
Mä itse asiassa uskon, että mä näytän tässä välissä jotain muuta.
In our first hands-on
mikäli
demo,
porukka
players can
kiinnostaa,
try 5
koska kaikki ei tiedä, mitä pelejä on ollut.
Each setup here's a main knight with a sub knight,
Ja ajattelin
and
pistää
different
pari
pairings change
traileria
how you
tossa
fight.
pyörimä. Toivottavasti siellä nyt ei hirveästi roolipeliystäviä oo. Niin lähdetään tästä näin. Ajattelin näyttää teille mitä tuolla on nyt sitten taustalla tapahtunut. Pistetään tosta nyt ensimmäinen traileri. Tää on tosi nopea. Kirjoitetaan tuonne maraton. Ehkä peli ei ole kaikkien mielestä kauhean kiinnostava, mutta tässä tulee uusi traileri, Sentinel Cell Cinematic trailer. Olkaa hyvä. Noin. Marathon Nightfall. Se on nyt sitten, löytyy joka alustalle. Varmaan maraton pelaajat tietääkin tämän, mutta jos ei joku tiennyt, niin semmonen löytyy. Sitten katsotaan seuraavaksi tuossa. Pakkoon käydä tämäkin peli läpi, koska mun kanavalla on taktisia ampumapelejä ja survival-pelejä, niin seuraavaksi tuleekin War Dogs. Ja nyt on missä on traileri? Mennäänpä niitä bulkheadin omalle sivulle. Täältä varmaan löytyy. Kyllä, tässä on Gamescom traileri. Tää on 22 tuntia sitten tullut. Sekataan tämähän on tulossa kohta Early Accessiin. Itse asiassa betassa taitaa olla tällä hetkellä PC:llä. Todella upea peli. Siitä ei pääse mihinkään. Tässä on War Dogs, olkaa hyvä. Noin. Early Access 10. syyskuuta. Siitä vaan sitten. Kovien sotapelien ystävät. Mä oon tosi pettynyt, kun tää ei tietenkään nyt konsoleilla julkaista vielä ainakaan. Luultavasti ehkä sitten myöhemmin, mutta tää on tosiaan Early Access nyt sitten. Käykää ihmeessä testaa, jos on mahdollisuus, koska War Dogs on varmaan yksi vuoden kovimpia ampumapelejä tulee olemaan, aika varma siitä. Todella makea peli. Ja tää löytyy aika paljon infoa tuostakin. Ja moni sen tietää. Sitten lisää ampumapelejä. Siitähän kaikki tykkää. Nyt tulee sitten todella kova ja mielenkiintoinen. Mä veikkaan, että tätä ei moni on nähnyt. Tuolta etsitään Fragmentary Order. Nyt on kyseessä Escape from Tarkov pelitekijältä uusi peli. Ja tässä on traileri. Tää on pakko nähdä. Mitään muuta ei ole tietoa tästä pelistä vielä. Mutta Escape from Tarkov pelaajia paljon. Taktinen ampumapeli ihan viimeisen päälle. Todella hyvä extraction shooter. Tässä on uusi. Noin. Siinä ei hirveästi näkynyt, mutta kun katsoo vähän hidastettuna ja muuta, niin ihan pirun hienon näköinen. Ja vaikka niin tommosesta skifitousta tykkääkään, niin tuohon se tuntui sopiva ihan älyttömän hyvin, mitä tuossa lyhyen aikaa näki. Eli peli nimi näkyy siinä Fragmentary Order ja tulee olemaan tommonen, sitä on sanottu, että se on niinku Tarkovin, mutta avaruudessa, mutta ei se ihan taida olla, mutta siihen suuntaan. Tosiaan samalta tekijältä, niin tulee olemaan aika kova tuo. Sitten viimeisenä, ei ehkä parhaimpana, mutta viimeisenä, niin semmonen peli kuin Cinder City. Oli vähän outoa, että sitä ei niin kuin näytetty oikein kunnolla. Nimittäin tässä on nyt sitten semmonen projekti, mikä tulee olemaan todella iso. Ja tässä oli pikkusen pelintekijöitä haastateltiin. Me katsotaan, missä se oli se haastattelu. Tuossa Official Developer Gameplay, tää on IGNltä. Ja tää voi olla todella mielenkiintoinen. Tää on 3 minuutin juttu, mutta tässä näkyy gameplaytä myös. Tsekataan tää. Olkaa hyvä. Siihen pikku mainos. Hei, tilatkaa kanava, jos tykkäätte näistä. Olisi ihan mahtava juttu.
Bepanteen ai silmäkapat.
Tervetuloa.
Cinder City is a sci-fi cinematic TPS set in a dystopian near-future Seoul. The world of Cinder City is built around a single incident that takes place in the 23rd century, an event that fundamentally changes the course of 21st century history. In this altered world, Seoul has been devastated by mutated creatures and uncontrollable criminal organizations, while super soldiers, known as the Cinder Knights, remain humanity's last hope.
To bring this desperate world to life as a game, Cinder City focuses on 3 core elements: a tense cinematic shooter experience, a massive open world, and large-scale multiplayer PvE. Players take on the role of Seven, a Cinder Knight, at the center of the story. The journey begins with a mission in Samsung-dong to rescue his daughter Joy. And as the story unfolds, players uncover the hidden truths buried within the megacity of Seoul and find themselves at the center of a conflict that'll determine the fate of humanity.
As the story progresses, players encounter a wide range of characters and follow the conflicts and histories woven around them, creating a narrative-driven structure that allows players to fully immerse themselves in each figure's story. Throughout that journey, we are building a variety of PvE, cooperative content, and multiplayer systems that allow players to collaborate, take on challenges together, and experience a deep sense of accomplishment through teamwork. To support this, our goal is to create an open-world battlefield that is constantly evolving and expanding.
Set in another version of 21st century Seoul, a now dystopian world, Cinder City aims to bring together story, action, and cooperative gameplay into one connected experience. We plan to share more of the game and further updates through the official Cinder City Discord channel and other social media platforms. So be sure to follow us there to not miss out any info. We look forward to sharing more details of Cinder City with you soon.
Noin. Siinä oli Cinder City. Pikkusen infoa. Ja mikäli mä nyt ymmärsin oikein noista pelintekijöiden haastattelusta, niitä on tehty, onko se nyt korean kielellä sitten, niin tuo multiplayer tulisi olemaan jopa 100–1000 pelaajaa, mikä kertoo pelin niin kuin skaalasta ihan älyttömästi. Ja tätä pitää seurailla enemmänkin, mutta mitään julkaisupäivää ei tietenkään ole ja niin poispäin, mutta todella mielenkiintoinen peli, sen takia mä olin näyttää sen. Ja tää oli aika lailla tässä tämä päivä. Mennään tonne showcaseen vielä tässä lopuksi. Se onkin jo loppu. Eli
which is a very
ei ole
important
vielä.
part of the game.
Siellä on jotain
The real
peliä,
games,
missä
they
näytetään
were
edelleen.
really gory, but we have gone step forward and we have introduced like
Mulle varmaan loppuu
200
tässä
unique
pikkuhiljaa, koska
finishers.
ei ole enää mitään näytettävää
with
omasta.
different melee weapons like this.
Mitä jos kauhean mielenkiintoista, niin
That's sick.
tehdään tällä lailla.
I've also seen...
Otetaan tuohon noin. Eli tossa oli nyt sitten pelit, mitä tänään näkyy. PUBG Deadnet oli ensimmäinen. Sitten siellä oli Dune Awakening. Sitä suosittelisin katsomaan vähän enemmän siitä ehkä videota, koska se on todella iso peli. Open World Multiplayer. Co-op shooter ja sitten tuli tietysti Deitseta, eli Deitseta Badlands 15. päivä lokakuuta julkaisupäivä. Maksullinen lisäosa Deitseta-peli. Ja saattaa olla, että Deitseta-peli on tällä hetkellä 50% alennus, se on muutenkin. Kannattaa tsekata. Ja sitten oli Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 reveali. Oli ne mitä jäi itsellä tästä eniten. Dragon's Dogma 2, ihan mielenkiintoinen kanssa, jossa on roolipelaaja. Mä en ole ihan varma, onko mikä julkaisualusta. Tai ainakin nyt Xbox ja PC. Mut joo, tosiaan niin Modern Warfare 4 beta alkaa huomenna kaikille auki. Ja huomenna kello 20 tehdään Fintactical live ja pelataan Modern Warfare 4 avointa betaa ja pelataan niitä isompaa karttaa sitten. Tervetuloa mukaan pelaamaan tai katselemaan. Kello 20 perjantaina lähdetään pelaamaan ja tulkaahan mukaan. Pidetään hyvät striimit siinä ja saatte nähdä uutta karttaa, uutta peliä. Ihan siisti homma. Mut joo, tää oli tämmönen taktinen podcasti tänään ilman naamaa. Ja niin pistikää peukku, jos tykkäsitte. Mun mielestä tässä oli aika hyvin puristettu niin tommoset huomioarvoiset taktiset ampumapelit ja survival-pelit, mitä nyt tossa pikkusen oli. Niitä ei kauhean montaa silleen ollut, mutta aika nopeasti niinku, plus se mitä käytiin siinä ensimmäisenä avauspäivänä läpi. Käykää kattoo se live kans, jos kiinnostaa. Siellä oli muutama hyvä peli myös. Mut joo, tämmönen oli tänään ja mä uskon, että jos ei tässä nyt mitään ihmeempää tuu tässä loppuviikon aikana niin kuin näillä messuilla, niin mä kerään ne sitten yhteen videoon esimerkiksi. Kaikki nämä trailerit ja pistän semmoisenaan läpi yhden videon, niin saatte katsoa mitä mieltä itse on näistä peleistä, mitkä olisi kiinnostavia mun mielestä. Ja samanlaisia pelejä sitten tulee tosiaan kanavalla, koska niin tämä Deitseta Badlands tulee olemaan yksi peli mun kanavalla. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 DMZ tulee olemaan yksi peli kanavalla lokakuun 23. päivä julkaisu MV4. Ja tosiaan Active Matter ensi kuun 15. Tämmöisiä pelejä tulee mun kanavalla ja mä oon itse ihan innoissaan näistä joka ikisestä. Tulee olemaan tosi hyvä setti. Loppuvuodeksi paljon pelattavaa ja plus sen lisäksi mitä muuta sitten löytyy, niin sitten pelailla. Mut joo, tämmönen live tänään. Kiitos kaikille kun katsoitte, peukkua jos tykkäsitte. Jos ette vielä ole, niin tilakkaa kanava, se ei maksa mitään. Ja se voi perua, jos ei tykkää sisällöstä. Tässä jatkossa tulee olemaan paljon pelaamista nyt sitten live-striimit, että vähemmän näitä podcastia. Mutta näitä on ihan kiva tehdä välillä ja silloin kun on aiheita, niin mistä jutellaan. Ja niitähän löytyisi vaikka kuinka paljon, mutta pelaamista pitää myös tehdä. Se on itselle tosi mielekästi kanssa. Niin, tulkahan katsoa livejä ja kiitos kaikille, jotka on ollut katsomassa tänään. Me palataan huomenna kello 20 liveä. Ja tulkaa pelailee, kattelee. Tulee varmaan tosi siistiä. Ja mukavaa torstai-iltaa kaikille. Me palataan.